Here we are, brother.
This is it, the live watch?
Yeah, man. Sixers-Celtics. 8-7 already, Philly. We're really pulling away already.
We have Shay, we have House, JC, Juliet, Gons, Chris Ryan. Dan Lathan's coming to join us, and then we have a dog.
Yep.
Brought a dog this time.
This is the Ringer NBA Previewpalooza. It's the last thing we're doing today. If you've missed any of our content, you can go to youtube.com/The Ringer. We are presented by State Farm. Hold on.
State Farm is
State Farm.
I like this.
is here to help life go right.
Here to help life go right. I just wanted to make sure I got it right.
Yeah.
And Like a Good Neighbor is still a pretty good song. And
That's
like
a good tune, man weave.
neighbor.
And if you like what you saw people wearing today in terms of the tie-dye or the mint chocolate chip green that Haley was wearing, go to theringer.com/shop to check out our merch.
Shout out to Alex Lee on paternity leave. He'll be back at some point.
So, Bill, when something like this is happening and it's Celtics and Red Sox,
Well, so I also have
what percentage are
Red
you
Sox on
paying
my
attention to
iPad.
the Red Sox here?
a very, very large amount, Chris Ryan. That's why I'm counting you to carry the live watch here for about 2 innings.
Tatum.
All right, so Jason Tatum
Jason Tatum
is not regressing yet.
Yeah, he's got 9 points, which seems like a lot because we're only 6 minutes in the game.
And the Celtics only have 11.
So
It seems like you guys are relying too much on Tatum, and maybe Hayward's already failing.
I like this theory.
Hayward's starting, huh?
Great take.
What do we think about Hayward's hair this season? Taller than usual. Now he's going kind of with the blowback.
I think he's having an identity crisis. I think he doesn't know his role.
So,
Boston fans just gave him a really, really big ovation.
They just took Tatum out. He couldn't miss.
and Hayward too, right?
Oh, so this is.
Rotation.
So I think one of the reasons I think the Celtics are going to be a good regular season team is they can actually bring in 4 competent guys off the bench, which is not typical anymore.
No, it's not.
Like even when Philly traded for Ilyasova and Bellinelli, everybody's like, "Oh my God, they have a bench."
And then those guys became like fundamental to their success in the
I
stretch.
just think when you have a real 9-man rotation, especially the way the league's going now, where nobody plays 82 games anymore, and guys take a little time off here and there, and
there goes contract Terry.
Yeah. Terry Rozier, possible 6-man, as Zach said. They're so crazy deep, it drives me insane, the Celtics are. But do you think, my question is Jaylen Brown, like, can he start all year? Like, why wouldn't you want to stagger some of those guys in the
I
starting
think
lineup?
Hayward should come off the bench.
Who?
One of them.
Hayward?
I think Hayward should come off the bench.
But why?
I don't think they have the balls to do it because he makes $30 million a year. But that's how this should play out.
So, but
We
do you
talk
think
about-
that they have to explain it almost like it's like the Brewers pitching staff where it's like openers and enders and it's not all about like starters and relievers?
Yeah.
Coolers.
Yeah.
Like, who's on the floor at the end of the game?
Yeah, that's what matters more than who starts.
Kind
It's like Kira Sedgwick. You want to be the closer.
It's exactly
Do
what
we
it
have
is.
the link for the
TNT.
live watch? Is there a link for the live watch?
Can we talk about
Oh, I
Jaylen
guess it's
Brown's
on there. Go ahead,
sneakers?
Joe.
oh yeah, what do you
Please.
think? Yeah.
What are they?
Well, one is blue and one is red.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
new sneaker rules this year, right?
I think he's that's a metaphor about the division in our country.
Terry really thinks that it's still the playoffs.
Ooh, nice.
What hand was that? Where's KOC?
That was right. That was right.
He thinks it's still. I didn't appreciate that. Just heard that belatedly. Tell me when we have the live watch link and I'll put it up.
We got it.
Yeah, can you text it to me because I don't have it. Great.
Ooh.
Yes.
We love it. Maybe we do that.
John, are you surprised
I love
to
that.
see Amir Johnson this early? I thought he was going to be a little bit more out to pasture.
I'm surprised to see Amir Johnson at any point, Chris. I was surprised to see him last year, and I continue to be surprised. It's one of those things where, like last year, when they landed on
Pretty sweet.
That was sweet.
Bellinelli and Ilyasova, and everybody was like, wow, what
Yeah.
a great job they did with them. I'm like, okay, but they also played out of their heads and probably gotten way more out of them than you would have expected. So the fact that they had to squeeze that much out of those two guys, or they have to squeeze some minutes out of Amir Johnson, tells me that they're still behind the Celtics and Raptors on paper in the conference.
Right.
He was washed up 2 years ago in the Celtics.
Yeah,
Great locker room
and
guy.
they're
Great locker room
and they
guy.
got to run him out there because they got to eat minutes.
What is Terry Rozier wearing on his feet there?
Those are Pumas, right?
Chris, how old are you going to be when you're still at the Ringer?
Does Puma
but we're
have,
just
like,
describing
any
you as
other
a great
colorways?
locker room guy?
You don't think that's happening already?
Yeah.
right?
No, I think you're like 5 years away.
I have a question. Who is the Celtics' best locker room guy other than Marcus Smart?
You think he's a good locker room guy?
Bills picked him in the draft this morning as his locker room guy.
Well, no, he's more like my energy intensity locker
Horford
room
would
guy.
be the good locker room guy, wouldn't
I
he?
think people seem like they love Baines.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Baines is kind of like the dude.
makes sense.
He's like just a
Oh,
cool
Baines was the one who was
Australian
getting in the fight with JR, and Marcus Smart
Yeah,
came
yeah.
and
Yeah.
jumped in.
dude. They love Baines.
I'll tell you, media-wise, got him. It's
Who was
Horford.
that?
Horford and Johnson?
It's just like when you're looking for somebody to talk to and like give you a relatively thoughtful answer, for sure. First stop.
Baines?
No, Horford.
Oh, Horford.
Yeah, he's great.
Sure.
Wow.
Great family man.
He's
Horford
a good
just-
talker.
Boiling Amir Johnson right there.
As he should, man.
All right, I'm doing this tweet and then
It's
I'm
way
ready to
too
go.
early for Amir Johnson in this game.
They're just playing for the playoffs, you know?
He averaged.
Pacing themselves.
KSC mentioned this on the newly named mismatch that Horford averaged 12.9 last year. Like, do we think he even scores double digits on this team?
Yes.
Average for the season? I might take the under on that.
He's certainly not going to care.
Yeah.
He'll do all the other stuff.
Yeah, he's all that dude wants to do is win. He doesn't want to do anything other than
It seems
just
like
set
right
picks.
around 10 makes perfect sense. Like that's
Fine.
him making a contribution, especially like galvanizing the second unit where he a couple times holds onto the ball so that Terry Rozier doesn't shoot it from 30 feet, which is exactly what he wants to do.
He's an intangibles triple-double guy.
I'm
He
not.
is.
I'm not in on the Rozier six-man talk.
I'm not
know
either.
Any of this stuff.
I'm not either. Who was it? Kevin Clark came on and said that he was really excited for the Magic to have the cap space to sign Terry Rozier. I'm like, oh my God! Bless your heart.
Was that worst picks? Was that one of his worst picks?
It should have doubled up as that.
I was very surprised that nobody made a real run at him because House and I were just talking about this. They almost made the finals with him as the point guard. Like at that point, for how cheap his contract is, you get him for a year, then you can try to lock him down or whatever. Like he was just available. It seemed like he could have been had, but I'm not even sure the Celtics wanted to trade him.
I like him instant offense-wise, but like we saw what happened, and obviously, like LeBron is a mismatch for anybody, but they abused him in that Cleveland series, switching like anybody who they needed to get
They
a
did.
bucket onto Rozier, and Rozier couldn't stop anybody.
He's streaky.
I will defend him in this way, though. He went from playing like 15 minutes a game to all of a sudden running the team.
Yeah.
And he played like 20 playoff games. That was just crazy. It was what him and Tatum and Brown.
Wow.
Jesus.
There's Ringer JJ.
Our
Yeah.
colleague.
Oh no, he's
Ringer
no.
play of the month.
Got an
He
ankle.
just twisted it.
Uh-oh.
This is McConnell, Fultz, and JJ out there at the same time. It's interesting.
People forget about Terry Rozier had a historically bad shooting rookie season.
Yeah.
27%
He was awful.
from the field. Like, for him to be a contributing player in the NBA, an impact player, is really an incredible feat.
I wish I had kept my angry text from my dad about him.
27% from the field,
I don't think
22% from three.
Those texts weren't wrong, by the way.
He was terrible.
That may be who he is.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Did Ben Simmons
bases
get
loaded
taller?
for the Red Sox right now.
Yeah.
Congrats, Bill.
He grew like 4 inches.
Three.
over
He
the
looks
summer.
taller, doesn't he?
Jalen Brown?
Simmons.
Who's he dating now?
Thanks for asking. Ashley Moore, as far as I know.
Oh, the what? Who was he with
She has a
previously?
very intense
Kendall Jenner was
Twitter
previous.
account.
But that one
That
that's-
ended.
Then
it's unfortunate.
Tinashe.
That's even before.
Right, I'm just
We're going backwards.
I'm
yeah.
just in order. So it's Tinashe,
Ashley,
Kendall
yeah,
Jenner,
no, Ashley Moore.
and Ashley Moore.
As far as I know.
Wasn't he on Corden with Kendall Jenner?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's already over. They already made the media rounds, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, that was over by mid-August.
thought
Who
those
is
two
your
crazy
dream
kids were gonna make
companion
it.
for him?
For Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Fantastic question.
For tall Ben Simmons and then my Ben Simmons.
Sure, okay.
Oh, my.
Your Ben Simmons, I think I need some more data before I can really lock in, but I'm watching Dancing with the Stars Juniors right now, and there's some great women, great young girls
Really?
on that for Ben Simmons. Really good show. Recommend it. It's really good.
He started doing cotillion because he heard there were girls in it, and you get to dance with all these girls. And he came up and was like, I danced with 20 girls. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Yesterday, it's like, this girl, his phone starts ringing when we get home from football, and he's like, oh, she wants to house party with me. She's like, she likes me. Like, so totally confident. I was like, you're 10.
Have
How
any
is
of your
this?"
sons started talking
what
about
is-
20 girls yet?
What is
No.
that?
What is the house party? What
House
is this?
party is like Google Hangout for 10-year-old dumbasses,
I got you.
I've
basically.
never heard of such a thing.
You put like 5 of them on, and they're just like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Playing Fortnite?" Just have dumb conversations.
We have that Fortnite thing going on at our
Not
house.
dissimilar to
It's
our
not
watch
good.
parties.
Yeah,
We go back there. What the hell?
it's not good.
Ultimate move for Ben Simmons would be Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Something happened in
Because
baseball?
Embiid
Just
would be
hit the
mad.
Red Sox.
Oh, yeah, that's a power
Pierce,
move.
bases
Yeah.
loaded.
That's a power
It'd be a
move.
real like Sandra Bullock, Ryan Gosling situation.
We heard. So Ben has Jason knows where you can talk to people
Which one?
on playing Fortnite.
Discord?
Well, he just has the headset.
Oh yeah, the
on.
headset. Yeah, yeah.
So I heard this like adult male's voice. I'm like,
Was it Gordon Hayward?
And I go in, I'm like, Ben, who's that? That's not one of your friends. That's like a grown up. And he goes, oh, that's my Fortnite trainer.
Wait,
And I'm like,
how much is he paying an hour?
what?
Have you
He's
checked
like,
your
"He's
credit
just
card?
This guy we met online. He helps me and Ben on. Well, that's what I said. First of all, you got to tell Stephanie. But then I was like, so where'd you meet this guy? So I was he's helping us.
You see, it's 120
I'm like,
an hour. It's
all
not a
right.
big deal.
Yeah, so you're unfriending this guy now, this weird guy who helps 10-year-old boys get better at Fortnite that he doesn't know. And that was it. He's
Yeah.
no longer, I fired his Fortnite trainer.
Did you fire the guy who, did you get on the headset and say, you're no longer training my son?
Yeah, I'm like, are you in a van right now? What's going
Yeah, I
on?
mean,
Like,
that's not a great story.
van down
It's not
by
a
the
great
river.
story.
Yeah.
Call
It'd be
the
hard to get good
authorities.
Wi-Fi
Yeah.
out there.
I mean, that's,
why are you befriending 10-year-olds online?
I'm calling
it's
the
weird.
cops, bro.
Weird,
This is
right?
great content.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
how old's your
weird.
This is
son?
good content.
Well, we're in commercial. This is.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it's great content. Bill, we do actually have a bunch.
Milton, stop it.
What? I'm
That's
watching
our
on my
cameraman.
iPad.
Grand Slam.
Who hit it?
There's a Grand Slam?
I think you're
Am
behind.
I on like the latest delay ever? Oh.
We have a bunch of questions coming in from Twitter, and if you do want to hit us up, it's at Ringer NBA. If you want to hit us up with some questions, at Ringer NBA.
Yeah, I have questions.
At
And
Ringer NBA, we
I have a
questions.
bunch of questions right here.
We're ready to answer all of them.
And as you know, we're
just so
playing
happens I
in the
have some
first
questions
quarter
for
here.
you.
But JP Lugo asks, "I'm a Spurs fan. What
You.
do I have to look forward to?" Shay, do you want to field this one?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You have 2020 to look forward to.
What happens in 2020?
Wait, let me ask this legitimately.
I don't know, but it's not 2019.
They won 47 games last year.
Correct.
And Kawhi only played 9.
Correct.
And DeMar DeRozan is a man possessed.
All
And
NBA.
On top of that, that dude, the last 2 seasons, has come out at the beginning of seasons kicking ass and taking names.
And man-
DeRozan, he's
wow.
He's a consummate professional. I
A
love
pro's
DD.
pro, would you say?
That's why.
Yeah, he
that's
is
why I
a
like
pro's
House.
pro. Why can't they win 50? Somebody
They're
tell
Because
me
they don't
why
have
the
Parker
Spurs
or
can't win
Ginobili
50.
or Murray or even Derek White to start the season. So they're really
so
thin.
happy.
It's the
They
point
are
guard
thin.
problem. It's
Bill's
the point guard
so
problem.
happy
It's the
right
point
now.
guard
JBJ
problem.
hit a Grand Slam.
Isn't that out of character for him?
He's not my ideal person to come up with the bases loaded. No. 8-2.
Congrats,
Wow.
man.
Oh, it's a classic Baines foul.
Didn't get it.
Are you turning on Baines? Just like,
Turning.
yeah.
Baines can take a long walk.
Baines is so in Embiid's head.
Bill.
He's renting space there. He's renting
Bill.
like Shay's renting an office in
Whoa,
San
wait,
Antonio.
wait.
Baines is renting
Morris
Embiid's head.
Senior.
Who's Morris Jr.?
Oh, he put a senior in
Yes,
there?
he put a senior
I
in
hate
there.
that.
Did he have a kid this offseason?
Or is that to just to make it
I
so
was-
that they never question which Morris is on?
Right, I think
I was
that's
going to
what
say,
they
is that a
did.
power move on his brother?
Yeah.
All I know is it was so on brand. He immediately came in and made a turnover. You know why? Because the Morris twins suck.
House.
if you had to have one, are you happy with which one do you want?
Yeah, you're
Neither.
scarred
I
by
would
Marquette.
hope
They're
that neither
useful
one would
NBA
play.
players.
I liked
can
when
do
they
a lot
got
of things.
salty
On
when
what
Ryan
teams?
McDonough got fired because he totally effed them.
Yeah. Well, I
Signed them to
really
the discount contracts and they
I
traded one of
loved
them. That
them
was
on the
brutal.
same team sharing
Oh.
the paycheck,
Yeah.
sharing the contract. Divvy it up however you want.
That's terrible.
It's an amazing
Charles Barkley
NBA
voice.
storyline.
That's terrible.
I just want to say I really miss basketball. I really missed having these guys in my life, and I'm glad basketball's back.
Fultz is 0 for 2 tonight.
How about some basketball questions?
Yeah, let's take some.
Great. Isaiah Friedman 3 asks, who is your current don't mess with this guy starting 5?
Oh, wow.
This is a good one.
I mean, both Morris twins are on that, right?
If you have them together,
Together,
they'll
they count
because
as
they'll
like
defend
4.
they'll defend
Yeah.
each other, and so they'll be even more ornery.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker, 100%. Still, he's an OG.
Yeah, PJ Tucker's on there.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart came to
Marcus
mind.
will fight to the
Draymond?
death.
Yeah.
He might not win, but he'll fight until you kill him.
Nurkic?
I think.
So is it Nurkic's dad that gives him the
dad,
or
yeah.
is it actually Nurkic?
I
Just
think
so
it's the
people
dad.
know if they're watching along or if they're trying to sync their stream up, we're at 1:10 left in the first quarter. It's 21-17 Boston. Ben Simmons just scored.
I also just want to confirm that Marcus Morris Sr. is now a father to Marcus Morris Jr.
Great.
In case you're wondering.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Breaking news.
That's nice.
Yes.
All right.
I think the senior thing
gonna
is
give it up
incredibly
to that.
lame, and I have the ability to say that because I'm a third.
I
I
don't
feel like
think it's
I'm
lame.
uniquely qualified to comment. I also feel like it's something Shea would do if he was a professional athlete. I think you would put a senior on your
100%.
jersey. Yeah.
Toronto Senior.
I put like 2 seniors.
Toronto Senior sounds hot.
Toronto Senior.
That's fire.
Chris,
bombers.
Gons, how concerned are you about Brett Brown after he spent all summer filming Deadpool 2?
He looks phenomenal.
He's fine. Brett's
I love
fine.
him.
Ben Simmons thinks that Brett Brown is Australian, or at least in one video he said my
But
coach
Brett
is Australian.
Brown does a lot of accent work.
Okay.
does.
Like
Yeah.
who does-
Okay.
Better
Ben
accent work,
Simmons-
you or
I think
Brett
Brown has more accents than I did in Wake Up and Dunk It.
Can you give us a little
Hold
Brett
on,
Brown?
I am really, really happy you brought this up because I was driving
Aaron
home the other day
Get in there.
listening to Sirius XM NBA as I sometimes do.
As you're known to do.
I do too.
I heard him talking and I immediately knew it was him, and I thought, A, how many people do you immediately know in sports? It's their voice. And then B, he doesn't fucking live in Boston anymore. He lives in
Michael
New
is a
England.
great guy.
It's supposed to.
Not bad.
It fades off a little when you're not in New England. He goes to Philly. I feel like he's kicking it up.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think he plays it up.
Yeah.
But it's got that. It's a whatever the cross section of Boston and Australia, the Australian that they call it.
Simmons
It's
is taller.
perfect.
I can't wait till they mic up Brett
My
Brown and
sister's
he's like, I
taller.
see you, Mark.
As many references to that podcast.
Which one? More questions?
Van is here. He's
Great.
getting mic'd up. He's going to join you
Awesome.
shortly.
Fantastic.
We also have more questions whenever you want them.
Let's do it. We're in commercial. Let's take a
Great.
question.
Okay.
Can somebody ask a question about the Red Sox being up 8-2?
Not yet. Here's hoping. For now, John Mack 161 says this season will be one of the most memorable NBA seasons of all time because blank.
Oh.
LeBron LA would be my pick.
The Lakers back in a powerful position. in
The second
playoffs,
most
probably.
famous player of all time and best player playing in Los Angeles.
And
Feels
then,
like
is there
that's how
any
we'll
chance
remember.
that Brendan Ingram outscores LeBron
No.
regularly?
Per game?
Yeah.
No.
When's the last time LeBron hasn't been the highest scoring player
He's
on his
25
team?
to
Has it
27
ever
every
happened?
game.
Did Kyrie outscore him?
I can't.
What's up,
Wow.
man?
Wow.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You going here?
Yeah.
He's going where Chris is.
Oh. Where's Chris
Do I
going?
move?
I'll go over on the Philly couch.
Oh, we're doing an all
Oh,
Philly
we
couch?
got a couch.
Come on in,
Juliet's
man.
an honorary Philadelphia.
No way, man. I'm a Jason Tatum fan. Hi, how are you?
What's up? What's up?
We just boxed out.
That's how
We're
Shay,
live.
Jason,
Sorry, I'm late.
Juliet.
We're old
before.
friends. Van came into my office a few weeks ago and just laughed at me, so we're old friends.
Yeah, you were playing Boys to Men, End of the Road.
I mean,
What had happened?
classic.
It was on
It was on Bended Knee.
Yeah.
You're right, it was on Bended Knee. Good to see you, my G.
So, you just came from the TMZ studios?
I just came from TMZ
What was the big
Studios.
story today?
Not one. Yesterday was Paul Allen.
Ah,
Very sad.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So I hate to bring the whole situation down, but that's the way it goes. But no, not really. Today there really wasn't anything. Oh, it was, oh, I know it was. Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson, you know, they called off their engagement.
yeah.
Yes.
And we broke the huge story of who got to keep their teacup pig.
Ariana got
They
it,
have a
right?
pig?
Together. They
I
had a
saw
pig
that on
together.
The name
TMZ.com.
of the pig is Piggy Smalls.
Wow.
Shut up.
Do we know who named the
That's
pig?
the Piggy,
They named the pig Piggy
Piggy
Smalls?
Smalls is the name of the pig.
Wow.
It's good.
So Ariana kept the pig, and then Pete got his $100,000 engagement ring back.
So he got the ring
That's
back.
a good
That's
trade.
way back.
I feel like that's a
good trade
fair
for Pete.
deal.
Yeah.
Fair deal.
He came out on top.
You know
of
what though?
Dallas.
From what I understand, there was some controversy about the pig. Like I feel like Pete wanted the pig, man. I feel like he wanted
More than the
like,
ring?
Well, that could have been a custody battle.
Well, it could have been.
He wanted the pig and the ring.
Well, the ring you have to give back. It's the law.
Depends on the state.
A gift right here, but here it's like in New York, I say it's a gift in contemplation.
Can't
of
they
marriage,
do like a
think.
visitation with the pig? Like, you know,
But
you
isn't
get
that
them on
just tough?
weekends?
Isn't that just tougher on the pig though? Isn't
Yeah,
it
I
tough
guess
to
you're
do
right.
a clean
Yeah,
way?
you're right.
Pigs split between
A two-house pig is never a happy
I just
pig.
feel like don't you want if you want to stay in the pig's life?
And
you
then
know?
I started
Why
looking
do you
up.
get a pig as a pet?
They're smarter than dogs.
I gotta
They're-
say,
Everybody says that.
Everybody says that.
You know what? This is like you're not the right person. We need to
why
bring
would you
that
do
up.
What
Right.
happens
Yeah.
like when a
Fun.
pig is like 6?
Like everybody says that. Where are the smart
Bacon.
pigs at? Like I see dogs that do all kinds of amazing, wonderful things, like sniff out drugs, help people, go next to your thing. I don't see the smart pigs.
Let's
I don't
see.
know where
That's
they're
a
hiding
really
at.
good point.
I'll say this.
Everyone says it's about pigs, but I don't see them.
I'll say this. Dogs ain't finding truffles.
That's true. But they find like nuclear bombs and shit like that. They find like weapons.
Toss up. Can't
Wait,
eat it
wait,
until
Red
you're
Crowd
back.
accident
Keep
alert.
talking.
Oh, here it is.
This is incredible.
You think you're better than me,
I base
Mark?
the character.
You think you're better than me, Mark? You're not better than me.
I base the character of Cable a lot off the comic books.
Every day I come to practice, and I'm hoping you're not there.
The Boston fans are really behind Gordo.
Wait, I
Gee,
have one more-
really?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I have one more Pete
What
Davidson.
a
thought.
surprise.
Pete Davidson.
Here's when I knew they were going to break up. The first SNL piece he did on the Weekend Update, and he did this picture, and he showed a picture of him and his girlfriend, and it was very like 15-year-old kid trying to
Oh, he was into
show
it.
everyone that he has a girlfriend. I
Yeah.
was like, you guys are done.
He was
It
into
just
it.
seemed like too needy.
His Howard Stern interview was pretty bad.
Well, Pete, like maybe if Pete's my guy, maybe he just, it's Ariana Grande, man,
I think he's just, he had the bug, man.
a little bit. They might get back together. Look at how's this guy playing?
How do you feel about Hayward's hair this year? I'm like a B plus compared to last year.
It's too tall. I think
I
it's.
think he needs it though.
Disagree.
You think you like it?
I
Gives
think
him
it
a
should be
little
as
height.
tall as possible.
I think the only thing that gives him swag is the haircut. I think the old Gordon Hayward, when he looked,
Classic Hayward flop.
you're so invested into this game, aren't you?
Who has better hair,
Wow.
Sharp
Speaking
or
of the
Hayward?
Red Sox.
I was going to say,
That's-
speaking of
Sorry.
hairs, Dario's look is really.
Dario looks like the bass
Gordon's
player.
trying so hard. Dario's
Dario's
just
like the bass
I know
player
how
in
to
a
be
grunge
cool.
band.
Gordo's trying less hard than last year. He's toned down the gel.
What do you think? How do you think he does the beard? Do you think he has like a $300 beard
I think he
trimmer?
looks
Yes.
at Mandy Patinkin in The Princess Bride.
No,
and
he's
he's
got
like,
the
this is
oils.
what I want.
He's got like the comb. He wakes up, he combs it, he oils it.
The Haywards have a staff. Like they've got
Yeah.
like people that help him out.
Have to.
Yo, Ben
I
Simmons
did,
is
when I did that
so good at
courtside
basketball.
show, I had a beard, and then I
remember
realized it was
that.
a bad idea because if I screwed it up, I'm supposed to look the same throughout the show. So when I was like doing the electro, I was like just trying to get it. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure
Yeah.
when you're on TV every day.
Here, tell me.
Wow, they're really like running plays for Hayward.
Trying to
Trying to
get
get
him
that guy
involved,
out,
man.
yeah.
Big rebound.
I'm
Give me
not
that.
worried.
We might be in
Marcus,
trouble
yeah.
with our bet.
Marcus!
How many
This is second unit action.
sit down interviews will it be with Brad and Hayward this season as they get really good? Like how many times?
It'll be all third hate in the fourth quarter.
This is as good as they can play. And
bad.
they
I'm
only have
so
7.
interested in Gordon Hayward, man.
I will say this. The difference
I like
with this
this.
Celtics team, the beginning of the second quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter was a huge problem for them last year.
Uh-huh.
But this year now, they have a chance to extend leads. I'm feeling confident, Chris Ryan.
I'm feeling confident too. We're down 7 points in your gym
You're
with your
fine.
boy
You're gonna lose
back.
by 20.
First of all, does everyone here have like a dog in this fight?
Philly.
Philly.
She hates Gordon Hayward.
You hate.
But
Why
she
do you
loves
hate
Jason
He
Gordon
hates
Hayward?
both teams.
We can talk about
But
it
loves
offline.
Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. So
Oh.
Jays.
I like the J team.
He's,
Right.
he's
Who
a
are you
Knicks
cheering
fan,
for?
so
Because
he's
this
just
must
bitter.
be hell on earth
Right.
for you.
And he's a Spurs fan who's
fan.
just bitter about everything.
I'm from DC.
Shay's
I hate
bitter
both
with his
teams.
5
I hate both
championships.
I wish they lost 0-0.
I respect that.
I wish it was a 0-0 tie.
I respect
That'd be
the double
whatever.
hate.
With no points.
48
Steph, what do we have for
minutes.
questions?
Let's see. MMA guy 15 would
This
like
will be
to
a good one. This is going to be a good
Shay,
one.
man, you're
the
burners.
best basketball shoe of all time.
Chuck
The
Taylor.
Allen
the
Iverson
three.
What?
question.
Wait.
The Allen Iverson
I
question.
had
For
those, they were
style
great.
or to play it?
Both.
Why don't you do both?
Both is
Two
the
winners.
question. It's got to be the question.
Are you MMA fan? Is that how you just gonna
I sent that from
He's got a burner.
He's 14.
big
This
Connor
is
guy.
15.
the big Connor
The
guy.
question. So what year was that?
This was his second one, his first one. So late 90s.
What did you love about it?
It's just a beautiful shoe.
Yeah.
And it hugs
Iverson?
your foot, and it's tall on your ankle, and you just look cool wearing them.
What do you have, JC?
As the best basketball shoe ever, I'm going to go with the Jordan 3s.
Oh, that's interesting.
We got two pair right here.
But you can't play basketball in that.
No, they suck to play
You can't
basketball.
hoop in them.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking just to play hooping?
No.
No,
Both,
like
both.
it was supposed to be a dual answer, I guess.
Well, as you can, listen, I played a lot of serious hoop. I think you guys can tell that about me. Man, that's a tough one. I guess I would go with the Jordan, the last shots then.
I'm old enough to remember when the Jordans came out, and we romanticize it now, but they were not fun to play basketball in for about, 5 editions?
No,
They were like ski boots.
They're heavy.
That is so
just-
interesting that you guys actually got Jordans.
Fuck
the
yeah.
ones.
Played basketball.
The ones. You
In my
kidding me?
neighborhood,
Yeah,
they
you're
saw
old.
you playing basketball in a pair of Jordans, they would beat the trash out of you.
What were you supposed to play with?
You were supposed to wear them, not get any marks on them, and then after you were done, take them off and put them in your refrigerator or something like that. Like, I'm serious. No one in South Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Was playing with them?
would play basketball in them.
You do the thing when you
I
walk.
did it over.
like,
You
without
risk it
bending
over
them.
again.
Yeah, you would risk your life for
You
a
see how
pair.
they
Like,
line
no
up
way
basketball.
you would play hoops in them.
You have to remember how old we are.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like our.
We're
we
talking
were-
85.
Right. Also maybe socioeconomic differences and things.
Might have
like
been slate.
I think they were affordable. Were they not affordable at the very beginning?
I just
they
remember-
they weren't $200 to start with.
Oh, they weren't.
The
So-
very first Jordans.
I don't know. I
They were
remember them being
iconic.
expensive.
The first
Like, I get my
7
first
years
pair of
of
Jordans
shoes
until I was like
were super
35.
heavy.
Yeah.
When I was like, oh shit, I
like
could
they're
afford a
heavy
pair
on
of
your feet.
Jordans.
There's
dude.
only two basketball
bought a
shoes.
pair.
There was
Somebody
more
sent
like
me
they
some.
wanted
I was like,
the
oh,
Chuck
that's
Taylors.
Jordans.
And there's
then,
Antis.
And then I put them on the wall.
Yeah.
So like about 90, 91, remember New Balance made those light ones?
Yeah.
And I had those,
You did.
and then they stopped
You
making them, and I went and I bought like
Oh, Joel!
Shit.
Check the backside, baby. Look, I love Rozier, man.
6 Man of the Year.
Maybe.
No.
Man, I'm
gonna
sad
be
you
us?
weren't here for the
Every
Ben Simmons dating
Prada.
questions.
Markel Fultz.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think is next? Is the next match for Ben Simmons after Ashley Moore?
He knew
Oh
as-
yeah, who is his
He knew
next
as
celebrity
soon as that
girlfriend?
happened.
It's hard.
That was going on Twitter.
It's so unpredictable.
Could he go Australian? Is there like an Australian celebrity?
Not in his attainability
Is that like
range.
crossing the
Right.
beams for him?
No, I like that
Can we
idea.
break down what his attainability range is?
So right now, like I have a theory. So there's a certain type of celebrity lady that dates like NBA backup point guard.
Right.
And there's a certain type of celebrity lady that dates like NBA star.
Right.
I think he was before his time in getting to a Jenner Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
Right.
early for him.
It's like he came out of high school.
Right. So he's got to he skipped a couple of steps, but next off, I see like emerging actress that's been in a couple of movies that were semi-successful. Not quite a star yet, but she's almost there. Maybe like a Bella Thorne type.
Oh,
No.
Not
no,
Bella
no.
Thorne, but that same level.
like
of
Bella
fame.
Thorne 2 years ago.
Bella, yeah, not you know,
No,
yeah.
if we're saying Bella,
You don't want Bella Thorne now.
No, you don't
definitely-
want Bella Thorne.
I don't think you wanted 2 years ago either. Like, let's go 3 or 4.
There's
Three or
a
four, she's like
question
13.
About this, maybe for Juliet.
Sure.
Who do you think is the next victim of
Of
the
the
NBA
KK?
Kardashian movement?
I love that we can call it victim. We could just flat out call it that way. now.
That was the asker's words, not mine.
I think the guy who has the ball right
It's
there.
a
Tatum? No.
no.
I think he's the right shade. I think he's the right shade
No.
because they like him a little beige. I think that he's on his way up. I'm telling you.
I think
It's Brandon Ingram.
Yes.
he lives in
Brandon
the same
Ingram.
building as his mom. That's not happening.
Go, Ben.
He does. She has a different apartment in the same building.
Come on, Tatum.
Markel, come
I
on.
believe in you, bro.
So who's your team though? I thought it was the
The
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah.
But you like
Get some!
I mean,
Fultz.
First
Markel
bucket of the year, I
jumper.
think, right?
Can we
He looks
talk about
good.
Fultz's hair?
He looks good.
No.
He's look at
how
that.
does the shot look, man?
The
I feel
shot
so
looks
sorry
okay.
for that kid.
That looked confident.
Yeah.
Mid-range.
Kind
Yeah, I love Tatum.
That's
He
what
was in
he's
rhythm.
been drilling.
But here's the thing, though. I can love Tatum because of his proximity to Kobe.
Gons, can you hear me that one?
Oh,
Get in.
because he trained with him.
If Kobe trains with
Yeah.
you, Lakers fans, you're good. You got a green light.
What does Kobe have over you guys?
What do you mean?
I don't like that
it's
play.
like a Scientology David Miscavige type thing.
Why don't you like that
Where
play?
it's just like it's like
More
a
like
cult.
LRH, like he's the original. Kobe Bryant is my.
Do people in Scientology call L. Ron Hubbard LRH?
You haven't
Yes,
seen that?
that's what they call
they
LRH.
look at him. They look at him like Tom Cruise is talking to the
say
Scientology
LRH.
people, and he just stops in the middle and goes, to LRH, and he salutes him, and everybody in the audience does it.
Oh my
Terrifying.
God! They don't do that on Fountain as they're going to work in the morning.
I mean, LRH, man, they got to salute. He's the founder. Kobe Bryant's my favorite athlete of all time.
Whoops.
Ever. Bar
Whoops.
none. Not even close.
This couch.
He went to my my rival high school
Oh, did he?
and dunked on one of my buddies.
Because that's what Kobe does.
It's to this day the greatest thing that's ever happened to him. Just
I
that
don't
Kobe
know.
dunked on him when he was in high school.
I don't understand how you can not like Kobe Bryant.
Can we come up with some reasons?
I don't understand how you
Reminder
cannot
alive.
like Kobe Bryant. I've watched you. I've read you for so long. Trash Kobe Bryant. What's your deal,
I
bro?
respect him as a basketball player, but I think the whole Kobe as a leader thing is ludicrous.
Why?
There was a lie in the beginning of that
How is it-
sentence.
What? Like why is it ludicrous?
What teammates? Can you name 5
Somebody out
teammates
there
who
doesn't know
are
what they're doing
better
'cause their
by
plays aren't
passing
working
through the
right.
Kobe Bryant vortex?
Interesting.
And their careers were in a
nervous
better
to say.
place because they met Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't-
can't come up with
You
3.
wouldn't think that
Gordo,
Lamar
good
Odom
round.
falls into that
I think
situation?
Lamar Odom's one.
Lamar Odom falls.
I think he
that-
definitely
don't think that-
provided
I
some
don't think
sort of
that-
something for Lamar.
I don't think that Pau Gasol is a Hall of Famer if he never
Powell
is
is
a-
great. See, Powell is great.
Yeah.
Pau was a
Powell
good.
was great.
Pau was a great
delivered
player.
titles to
He was-
Kobe.
Pau was a great player.
Powell was the MVP
He
of the 2010
delivered
finals.
titles to Kobe.
Pau delivered the
Markel.
title.
He did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Let me just, Powell should have been Finals MVP that one year.
Nobody in the world.
Powell should have been. Here's
Six for
the.
24.
Let me just.
Game
I
seven.
have no
Yeah.
particular dog in this fight, but one thing I will say is Lakers fans were like calling for the trading of Pau Gasol like the minute he arrived in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Why, we started off playing really well
It
with
was
Pau.
tough love.
Then we couldn't get it done.
Yeah!
Throw it to him.
Wow! What's up?
Wow.
Best player on the floor.
Where's KOC? Now that was
wow.
both hands. So what does that mean?
What do we think? Is Simmons coloring the beard? What's going on there? Is there some color in there?
I don't like him.
You don't like the beard, or you like
You don't like
I don't like Ben
Simmons?
Simmons, man.
What don't you like about
the
Simmons?
celebrity
No,
celebrity
just 'cause
choices?
the LSU stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
right.
it's-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big LSU.
Oh, that's right.
Stephanie, what other questions do we have?
I'm just looking.
Oh, look at Ghost. And Tiffany had it.
Chris, you never said we'll remember the season for blank. You never.
I agree with you about LeBron.
Yeah.
What'd you have, Gons?
Or
We'll remember this season for blank.
1,000% LA and LeBron being together.
You had the
finally.
same?
Yeah. There's
I think Kuzma seems ripe for the Kardashians, actually.
That is such a good
Oh,
observation.
that's a great one.
Yeah.
That
Which
is
one, though?
such a good observation.
You think that will be an NBA historical moment?
I just see that happening. He's like on the rise. He's like impressionable.
very LA, good-looking kid?
Yeah. He's like into fashion. I think highly in
he
Travis
too
Scott will break
political?
up this year. No.
You think Kuzma? You think Kuzma? Because
Kylie.
Kylie to me is at the top of the Kardashian
She's the richest
pyramid.
one, yeah.
You think Kuzma goes
Kendall,
straight to the
maybe.
top?
Maybe.
That's a big. It's a big call up to the major.
I was going to say, where is he?
Is there
in
a
the
cousin he can
attainability?
date first?
What's his attainability right now?
See, I would put Kuzma more on the
On the Kendall scale?
like the respected Instagram model scale.
Are there any of those?
Hey, listen.
So it's like an
wait, wait,
Instagram
wait.
model, but she's reading Howard Zinn
Wait,
when you
listen.
like see
I
her.
was gonna say Howard
Kristaps
Zinn.
Porzingis has been trying to get onto that level for a while.
Yes, he has.
If we're gonna spend our time besmirching Instagram models, I can just go now. Because all of y'all have to admit that things are better now that you can just scroll through your feed and see somebody selling tea.
I don't agree, but okay.
Why?
Like just selling tea?
I love that. I love that you don't have to have a job.
Tummy tea?
Yeah, flat tummy tea.
Okay.
Or they
Yeah,
sell,
I know it.
They sell flat tummy tea. They sell Fashion Nova like jumpsuits, and they also
What
sell
about Diff Eyewear?
Diff Eyewear,
Yeah.
Protein World Protein, and they also
It's like pecan from natural.
This is like being in. This is like being in Blade Runner. Now.
There are certain
Pastors
careers that
know
have
what's
really,
going on.
really
Well,
been helped by
I wanna
Instagram.
ask, this is-
Tattoo artists,
Yes.
barbers, hairstylists, and models, and the amateur models.
Bill, you know another reason why I'll remember this season?
Yeah.
Last KD Warriors season.
Yeah.
wow.
I was waiting for you to
I
call
like
in
it.
to say that.
I had one more
The
Kardashian.
Warriors.
I'm sorry.
If the Kardashians were a TV show, which they actually are, but if they were a fictional TV show,
What?
they were a fictional TV
If the
show.
real TV show was
If
a
this
fake
was
TV
like
show.
Dallas season 7 or
Sure.
Melrose Place or whatever soap opera,
Right.
they would be adding characters.
It's about time. It's about time for
We need
Heather
like
Locklear
two
to come in.
cousins. No, we need like two cousins that
Well,
they're kind of glomming onto the family a little bit, and it leads to like the season finale where they're like, "You're not a Kardashian."
So one of the Jenner
It's
brothers.
but they're cute and they fight over
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
couple.
yeah. I
We
feel
need a
you.
little more tension.
I would try
One
to
cousin
get
even.
a Hadid or a Jenner in there, like as like a regular part of the show.
They tried it.
They did?
They brought Brody in for a while, and
Yeah.
Brody had the sads.
Well, Brandon just got separated from his
That
wife,
looks so
maybe
sad.
he
Maybe
wants
he
to be
can-
He
on.
does always look extreme. Markel looks extremely sad all the time.
Oh, there
I
you
will
go.
say
like
Brody-
that. He looks good.
That's a classic jump shot.
Brody's
Shot is gonna be
post-Hills
taken
career
all
has been
season long.
disappointing.
That's what he worked
Yeah,
on all
peaked
summer.
with Avril Lavigne,
It
probably.
feels like he
I'd
should
love
be
it if that
more
was
above
10
the
feet.
Kardashians.
Farther back.
But he's got really
Probably not
sad
gonna be.
animosity. He's got
Get it.
animus
Oh, here it
towards
is.
him.
Yeah.
Pull up.
That was pretty. That looked all right.
I want
That
to
was
see him
fine.
do
Good.
well.
Good.
Yeah, I want to see him too. I can't root against
Active
Fultz.
move to the
This
hole.
guy right here is one
Shay,
of my
why do you
favorite
think?
players
See,
in the league.
do you
Kyrie?
think that when
No.
KD leaves the Warriors,
Morris.
let's say he does, do you think it's
Like
amicable, or do you
Morris,
think
I
it's going to
love
be
him.
like
I've been
another
watching
stress
since he was
test?
at
Like
Kansas, man.
it's going to screw up the Warriors' chemistry once he leaves. Or
Also
he's gonna-
Philly dudes.
No, they'll be like,
Yeah.
all right, thanks for stopping.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
be like,
that's the Warriors are above
Players,
that.
You
Yeah.
need
I
players
agree
like that
with
to
all
win a
this.
championship.
I appreciate you, KD.
What?
I said the same thing. I'm a Morris,
Did Ben shoot the ball?
Morris twin fan,
I'm a
and
Morris
he
fan,
was
too.
besmirching them
I love those
because
guys.
he's got the other one. He's got Keith.
tough, great
Yeah.
skill sets. You want those guys on your team, don't you?
When they show up.
Also-
Keith decides when he's going to show up.
Also, when I was living
was
in Philly,
crucial.
they went on vacation out of Philly International with like half a pound of weed. And, got picked up at the airport.
I like that.
Yeah, threw it on one of their guys.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So they
Well,
had a weekend.
that's the job.
Oh
of the guy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the-
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
You
job
gotta
of
have
a
a
weed.
guy.
That's the
Yeah,
job of
you
a
gotta
weed
have a
carrier.
guy.
That's what the
Yeah.
guy's for.
The matching tattoos thing is kind of creepy to me. I don't know why.
The best thing about having a Morris is the worst thing about having a Morris. They always think they're one of the best, like, three guys in the court. So, like, for us in the playoffs last year when we were decimated by injuries, it's like you actually want the guy who thinks he belongs and that he's a power forward on a finals team.
Whatever happened to
Very
the
pro twins.
whatever happened to the
I
court
I
case?
know you are. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened to when they beat up their mom's ex-boyfriend?
That too. That happened.
Damn, I
too.
forgot about
Whatever
that.
happened with that?
Yeah, the
Allegedly.
Morrises are
that.
real, man.
Sorry, allegedly.
They are real.
Can't judge.
I'm for.
Come on, Ben.
Shoot it! Shoot
Ben.
it!
Very important question
That
from
looked like
Twitch.
one. Oh, and he got the other one. That's
Mark-
why it
Nice
looked like
shot.
one.
Mark VDV wants to know, who is the Jackson Maine of the NBA?
I mean, like, is it LeBron?
That's the Bradley Cooper.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking Carmelo.
Wow.
It's a. Well, I don't want to spoil Stars Born, so it's hard
Oh
to
my
talk
God,
about
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
Well, that just
I haven't
gets
seen
dark.
it.
Well, I think you could talk
I
about it
love
more
it.
metaphorically.
It has to be someone with a little bit more, I think, magnanimity
Dwayne Wade?
than Melo.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade's a good one. And also my favorite player in the NBA, I think.
So who's the alley?
Wow. Jimmy Butler. In the future.
No, Jimmy
Justice?
Butler would be Jackson, and Karl Anthony Towns would be alley.
Jimmy Butler would be Lady
Yeah, that's a
Gaga.
great call,
Yeah,
but
he'd
it's
have
like
to
a
be.
different.
It's alley is not that interesting then.
Oh,
nice.
Horford.
It's just too
House,
good.
can you tell the group about our triple-double bet that we put a lot of money on?
The over-under for Ben Simmons triple doubles this season was 12 and a half.
Oh,
After he had 12 last season,
right?
I think he's going to
Over.
have 25.
Did you
That was
see that?
pornography! Oh my god! I can't believe that was free!
Look at
at
that
that.
combo. Look
That's
at that
a
combo. Look at that.
fantastic pass. Man.
Yeah, it is.
I think Ben Simmons has 10 assists. Is
Already?
that possible?
He's
No,
easily
he has-
the best player on the
He has
floor.
4 assists but 9 rebounds
Oh,
already.
9 rebounds.
Yeah,
Bang! Look at him.
Yeah, you might get your first one tonight.
That was
that's
sick.
unbelievable.
I think
Ben's-
he just seems like he'll
I know, first of the night.
I know.
Who, Ben?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I wish I'd bet more.
It
I
seems
think
like
been the best
he
player 'cause
has the biggest chip on
Stevens
his
won't
shoulder.
play Tatum for some reason.
I like all this, like, oh, he's got a chip on his shoulders hearing what people are saying. Like, I
Fultz
bet
bringing
he's
up
like,
the ball.
I'm an
Why
MVP
not?
candidate. All this
Yeah.
Giannis
He's
stuff is
carrying
garbage.
every time.
how have the rotations been for Boston? I was interested with all their guys.
They,
back.
they started Hayward, which was weird.
Shoot it.
They're so deep.
Put him on the line.
They're never gonna have a lineup
They are-
that can't
they really
score. I
put
just
the chips
can't.
in with
I hate to
Markel.
say it, Boston. but
Yeah,
they
I mean,
can
I think it's
score.
going to be one of those situations
I mean,
where
player
early
for
on you're
player,
trying to get him
probably the
going,
best
right?
team in the league.
You have to.
Player
That's
for
a great
player.
pass.
That's
I gotta say, this is already a
Good
win for the
finish.
Fultz fans, right?
Ooh,
He at least
it's
just looked
not a loss.
confident and
It's not a
made
loss.
layups.
Yeah,
It's not a lot.
and this is Brett's plan. He's gonna let him sink or swim.
He looked all like
We're gonna trust Markel.
disturbing.
I see you,
One
Markel.
man, Tom.
Yeah,
There
I
you
see
go.
you, Markel.
Making free throws.
Like, it was hard to watch, man. I
Yeah.
felt so sorry for the kid.
Yeah.
because he was yakking when he was in college.
What was the celebrity culture version of what happened to Fultz?
Ooh. Celebrity coach, just like
Some child star
High
that got
draft
it
pick
too
who
quick, too
just starts
soon.
to go off the rails a little bit.
maybe
You know what's
Amanda
going on?
Bynes.
Oh.
You know
That
what I
got
mean?
dark.
She had a lot of
Almost wish I
successful years, though.
I mean, it's
She's
going
not
to end
Asian.
badly.
I think it's like Misha Barton more than Amanda Bynes.
Why do you think Misha Barton? Misha Barton is on the hills now. She's going to reality TV.
I'm
think
excited
it's-
for her coming.
That's a beautiful pass. Markel has a way higher upside than Misha Barton.
So is
And I love
2004.
Misha.
It's not
Not
Misha
2004.
Barton. Come on.
Probably
so
not
is
Misha
Philly
Barton.
just pushing the ball more this year?
They're
back on
trying
D?
to, yeah.
Well, that's
You know what?
Oh!
Big body.
What
I
was
like
the guy
this.
what was the guy that was on Friday?
Are you kidding me? I mean, this is some frizzle dizzle right
This
here.
is
Come
pretty
on
good.
now. He has already
go,
done
go.
3 passes in this quarter.
Bill, come get your boys.
What?
This
This
is an
game is
incredibly
feeling
entertaining
good.
stretch of
Man, that-
basketball.
This game
Marcus
is
Smart hits
feeling
those
good.
sometimes,
What was
I guess.
Simmons' MVP odds?
I don't.
Were they like 50 to 1?
They were worse
Look
than
him up.
Embiid.
Jesus.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick
Come on,
struggling.
JJ. Come on, Ringer JJ.
His podcast is really good, though, guys.
Oh, they're firing.
Excellent.
Now. They're letting it
So
go.
what do you think about Kyrie's
They're
new
letting
look?
it go.
I like it. My favorite Kobe hairdo was the second Lakers season.
When it was
The
Yeah.
second Lakers
Shaved?
title. When
When
it
it
was
was
kind of
big.
fro.
Yeah, when it was
The
big.
fro.
I really liked that. I thought it was good.
That was a rap album
Oh, look
era
at that.
Curry.
It made him look like about like 6'7", 6'8", which I thought helped
Brandy,
him. Just made
Brandy
him look-
era.
That was probably peak. A couple years later.
Yeah,
peak Kobe.
I love Kyrie's look now.
He looks
I
like a
think
roadie
it's
for
awesome.
war.
He's like
I like
young.
it. Makes him look.
1970s.
It makes him look
Yeah.
taller, which I
He's like
like.
young Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
Fuzzier
Yeah,
he gets.
that's a great call, actually.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Embiid.
Joel,
Yo,
come get
wow.
some.
Like,
What are
come
you
on,
doing,
like,
dude?
Embiid, dog. It's embarrassing.
He was
Horford just
backing
seems
up.
really
Why was he
nice.
backing up?
Good guy.
He does seem
Yes,
really nice.
yes.
His wife seems fantastic as
Amelia?
well. Yeah, she's a
Miss Universe.
great Twitter
She
presentation.
was, his wife is Miss Universe?
She
Yeah.
was, yeah.
His sister gets kind of aggro on Twitter.
Van really appreciates
is that true? I haven't
Al's
seen,
Of course
sister.
I do.
Go ahead, JJ.
I have not
There we
seen that.
go.
I've seen his wife get
Shoot
quite
or shoot.
feisty. I think she's great.
It feels like this has been a
Never liked
high-scoring
JJ?
affair,
Never
and yet
liked
it's only 43-40
I
with 2
respect
minutes
J-
left.
JJ's one of those players. I respect the hell out of him. Respect the hell out of him. Never liked him.
I
Is it
am.
Duke?
Duke.
I'm sneaking off to the
Well,
bathroom.
he'll even say like he was super
Steph
yappy
from Connor
as a
Audible.
kid, and then like kind of grew
Call it
out of it.
bathroom audible.
Bill will be right
But I
back.
think it's telling too. Though,
Is he
all
gonna
the
be
dudes that
on
he
mic?
played
Can I turn
with
my mic
that
off?
didn't like
I don't want
him.
like a
No,
naked
that'll
gun
be-
situation.
Are all the
Just
same dudes who
just
are like
Incredible
calling
content,
and dating
Bill.
each other in college and are like tight as hell.
Because he made himself into a good pro, man.
Yeah.
Like
I'm looking
his
at the
game
bathroom.
didn't
I
quite
don't know.
translate to the NBA, but he worked at it, man. You can't do nothing but respect the dude, man.
There's no way that people back when he got drafted would have predicted this career for him.
Right.
100%. I did
way.
not think he was gonna. I thought like
And that had
if you had asked me, like I would have guessed that he'd have he would have been like a Fredette instead of a Reddick.
Or like a Trajan Langdon.
That's right,
Yeah.
right. Or Capono. Or
yeah,
one of
Yeah.
those,
like one of those guys like that.
like
you know
a
what I'm
shooter.
saying?
with
Capono's
his
a good
Jason Capono.
But he was able to
Miami
really
Heat,
work on his
Capono,
game
baby.
and carve out a good career. You can't
Yeah.
do nothing but love that, bro.
He can just run. He's an incredible
Runs.
running athlete.
He's not a good defender, but he competes, man. He's competitive.
Yeah.
I dig him.
His prep is crazy. Like he's like super regimented in his like before game.
JJ?
Yes.
Shooting at game speed and all of that stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of resistance bands, right?
A lot of it's almost OCD.
Oh, my God. Embiid, you're having a rough
So Terry and Irving
couple of
together.
minutes here,
Yeah.
my brother.
Cool. Brad's just having some fun. His rotations.
Just
I
trying
hate
it
that
out.
Boston can score anytime
That's
they
a good
want.
one.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They
thought
can
he was
just
gonna
score
go for
whenever they
travel
need
there.
to now. That was the only thing last season that made them vulnerable was like they had a mediocre kind of offense on the second unit now.
Now
They
they're
can
loaded.
just score. They're loaded.
Loaded.
Son of a bitch.
Like they don't have a guy on that on the floor right now that most teams wouldn't die to have, man.
I know the Wizards
And
would
Ainge,
die.
Yeah.
the way he set them up, like when you guys were talking about how that Sacto pick goes to them unless it's number 1 to
I
Philly.
can't believe the Sacto
They have
pick.
another pick.
I can't
It's
believe the
fucking nuts.
Sacto
They
pick. It
almost
makes
like
me so
have
mad.
to make the Davis trade because it's like they're gonna have too much stuff to pay for.
The
otherwise.
Sacto pick really, it's like, I can't
It's nuts.
believe it.
It's too
I
much.
can't believe it.
Oh, and JJ's heating up.
There you go.
There we go. We sung his praises.
Look at Philly just.
He leans
Keeping
into
it
that jumper.
Competitive game.
Go ahead,
Good hair
JJ.
for JJ right now.
Go ahead, JJ.
So Bill, is this the Kyrie like Kyrie's in second gear for the first 3 quarters and then blows up in the fourth?
A little off right now.
One thing I was thinking about during my old man bathroom break. I think the Celtics. It's going to be hard for them to juggle all these guys, like Philly's team makes more
like
sense
this.
because it's like Simmons is driving everything.
I like this.
But Boston, there's like all these
Is this a
different
reverse
dudes
jinx?
who.
It's like the curse.
No, it's interesting to watch them kind of play it out. Like Kyrie's got to become the guy, I think.
It's so hard to have so many good players. What are you going to do?
What do I do with all my money?
So big.
Well, I haven't seen them stop Tatum yet, and he's taken like 6 shots.
He should keep shooting. Look
It
at his
seems like
shooting
he could have
percentage.
30 points
gotta
in
shoot
this
it.
half.
And
Bobby. Oh,
I thought that was going
You
down.
have
The
to take the last
Covington
shot. You
airball.
just have to.
All right.
Tatum.
Like, it is an
love
interesting
watching
problem,
these
though,
two teams
because
play.
they have all these dudes that you
Yeah.
could run a play for. And at some point, there's going to have to be a hierarchy with Kyrie and Tatum, and then
I've been
everybody
saying
else
this
kind of
about
gets the
This
scraps.
is what I've been going through with the Knicks for the last couple of years. It's
Right.
like, who do like
Hardaway.
You got too many guys.
Who do we? It's like crunch time. It's like, what do we do?
That's all.
I'm second oldest. I'm gonna take a break. I guess I'm third oldest.
Yeah, I'm oldest.
I was worried about a naked gun situation, but they told me they turned the mic off.
That's
but
what
they
they
might have
told
been videotaping it to blackmail me
That would
later.
actually have been great
Steph,
content.
let's take some halftime questions.
Let's see. Will Zach Randolph go down as the coolest player in the history of the NBA?
Coolest.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Zach Randolph suggests that question.
This is from Matt 18, Matt 11.
I love Zach Randolph, but I wouldn't say coolest. He's way up there for scariest.
Yeah.
But like coolest, he's
my
like,
favorite.
He had that drug dealer
goes
case that
down-
got squashed
he had
real
two-
quick.
2.
Yeah.
He was my
Also,
favorite.
everybody loves, like, all his teammates fucking love him.
Yeah,
like
they
Matt
do.
Barnes
Love him.
told me, like
Yeah.
he was the one dude that he would go into war with of all of these guys.
They love Zebo.
Yeah.
Loves Zebo.
He's like the realest of the real.
I never
kind.
heard of
My
anybody say
favorite,
that.
Everybody who
about
knows him loves him.
Yeah.
My favorite Cribs episode of an NBA player, Zach Randolph's giant house in Portland.
It's a good
It
one.
was amazing,
It's a good one.
and he had a portrait of Nelson Mandela, and he pointed to the portrait and said, "It's a great man. It's a great man." And then he went and showed the pool table. It was
Love
just
it.
like
Love
it was
it.
like in sequence. It was perfect.
Coolest NBA player. Cool.
Well, the coolest NBA player ever is Michael Jordan. I mean,
I
if he's in the room,
No,
he's the
while he was
when he was
active,
playing, yeah,
when he was
active.
playing.
It's weird because he automatically became super uncool
Yeah.
the moment that he retired.
Yeah.
Well, he
The
can't dress
jeans-
himself.
That's true.
He just can't dress himself.
Allen Iverson's the coolest
Sheed?
basketball player of all time.
That might be right.
Yeah, that might be
Sheed
right.
is very cool.
Sheed is super cool.
Sheed is very cool.
I think
the
Shay's
Sheed is-
right. It's
Rasheed
Allen
Wallace
Iverson.
was cool.
Oh,
the way,
wow.
Allen Iverson, yeah.
It's not-
Rasheed Wallace
that's
was
an easy
cool the
one.
way
Actually-
like your uncle who cusses around you is cool.
Actually,
Like
I
that.
feel like I disrespected Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
Like,
we are Allen
yeah.
Iverson. Look,
I
yeah,
feel bad about that because as a
Sorry,
Philadelphian, I
Allen
should
Iverson.
have
Can I say an
picked
old
him
guy
immediately.
answer? My old guy answer might be Jawan.
Howard?
Juwan Howard?
Oh, no. While you said that, I thought Jalen Rose. I don't know.
So you're
much.
talking like there's like Ahmad Rashad is the coolest person who ever lived. You wouldn't necessarily think that, but he can assimilate in any sort of environment.
I see that.
Get along with
You're
whoever.
doing the calculations in your head over there.
No, wait,
Ahmad Rashad,
wait on this.
I want you to make this
Wait
case.
on this.
Yeah.
He could be with like John Paul Getty and his family.
Mm-hmm.
He could be with like MJ and Karl Malone and the entire Dream Team. He could have been there with Tupac and Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot, like whatever the situation is, Ahmad's Ahmad.
I don't think that means you're cool though.
No, he is cool though. I'm telling you.
I'm sure he is cool, but I don't think that means you're cool. I feel like when you're cool, you sort of bend everything.
Well, there's
toward
different
you.
definitions of cool.
So I
though,
guess
right?
I think when I think about cool, the reason why I think about AI is because like every single metric of success that I use to judge someone, Allen Iverson really didn't achieve a whole lot of them.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
would still want to be Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Just because
His
he's
lack
Allen
of
Iverson.
success
No, I'm
makes it
saying like
cool.
when I look at an NBA player, Allen Iverson was MVP and he won some scoring titles, but I think of like legacy players that dominated their generation, but I would still rather be AI.
He's
just
still
'cause
that guy.
he's swag.
Generationally, like, he was singular, right?
And,
Like,
and everybody copied him.
He was the ultimate
everybody
counterculture
copied him.
player.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Ultimate counterculture.
Everybody
Boom, like,
copied
just
him.
He's
everybody.
peeing in a casino playing at 5:30 in the morning, and people are like, "That guy's
He was
fucking cool."
he was
man.
so cool that David Stern had to be
Whatever
like,
he
okay,
did.
players can't wear jerseys anymore.
Right.
To
He was so
press
cool.
conferences.
He made hanging out at the TGI Fridays on City Line Avenue cool. That's where he used to go post game, and everybody's like, I guess TGI Fridays is the spot.
And all due respect to Amir Rashad, when I would watch Inside Stuff when I was a kid, I never thought, damn, when I grow up.
Shouts to Ahmad. Shouts to Summer Sanders. Shouts to the
Inside Stuff crew. That was
There's
that
two
was my
different
joint.
definitions of cool. I agree on the Iverson thing. I'm just talking about there's a different kind of cool of the people who can
Just be around, being easy.
just can I always respect people who can fit into any situation.
Yeah, I
It's
get
a
it.
real LA type, I think, as well. Like someone who can like.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Bob Costas is another one.
Bob
Dog.
Costas.
I'm about to say you bugging.
Shaquille O'Neal, I think, is cool.
Yeah.
One of the
You know,
coolest.
What was that one?
he
We have a
can't
question
speak.
for Milton,
Okay.
I'll speak for him.
who is just the absolute star right now. Who is Milton's favorite basketball player?
It's Kristaps Porzingis, his brother.
That makes sense. We have a ton of questions. How about this one from, will Chris Middleton be an all-star this year?
Very
You know
possible.
what? I
I would vote
buying
yes.
all the Chris Middleton stock this
like
year.
him. In
I
the
love
East.
him. First of all, he's way underrated to begin with. He's going to shoot more three-pointers as ever shot in his life.
Yep.
The spacing on Bud's
Contract
system,
year.
they're going to push contract year. I don't know if it necessarily translates to all-star, but he's going to have a career year.
He's going to be a Coach Bud All-Star. That's
Yeah.
what Coach Bud did with
Love
that
Chris
Hawks
Middleton.
team. He took all those guys and turned them into something because he ran a system that let them all be their best version of themselves.
Way underrated.
I'm pro Chris.
No?
I just think those Hawks teams are overrated. So
It's only one team. They won
like
60
this.
games one season.
it just doesn't make me excited about the Bucks. Like,
I understand.
We're calling the
But
2015
never,
Hawks.
But they never had a player.
Like-
those
like-
Hawks
Yeah, they didn't
never
have
had a player
Giannis,
like
I
that.
get it.
Yeah, they never had
It was just a
that.
bunch of guys who fit a
dudes
system.
Al
that
Horford.
played together, but
Jeff
never
Teague.
had that one dude that
Yeah.
the whole league was afraid of.
What do
Can
we
I go back
feel
to the
about
cool
this
thing
pick?
for a second?
Sure.
I think Rasheed Wallace we kind of swept over.
No, he said him.
I mentioned
We
it.
mentioned him briefly, but
What about
I think
right
with the
now?
other players, they really like revered how kind
Right.
of cool and alpha doggy he was.
Wherever he went, too.
He was on the Celtics. He gained 20 pounds, and he completely sucked, and he mailed in the whole season. And all the guys in the Celtics were like, we fucking love that guy. That's
Yeah.
our guy. And he was huffing and puffing up the court.
He was amazing for the Celtics because all he did was run from three-point line to three-point line and take threes.
And shoot threes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely out of shape.
Yeah.
Was out every night.
Who is the coolest current NBA player?
Have you seen Ben Wallace lately, by the way?
Ooh.
Oh, we got him on
Skinny
TMZ
Ben.
Sports.
Man, he aged 25
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
like in 3 years.
Yeah.
What about Russ?
Interesting.
Russ is pretty
Cycled off.
cool.
Russ is pretty cool.
I like Embiid. I think he's cool.
Embiid
I like
is
Embiid, too.
He's
Yeah.
likable.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's been the most fun player to come into TMZ? Or most entertaining?
Steven Jackson and Al Harrington.
Oh.
They brought
Steven
the
Jackson.
Al Harrington, man.
They brought the whole office weed. They brought the whole office weed. Yo, so Steven Jackson and Al Harrington come to the office, and they bring, it's All-Star Weekend, right? And they come in and they're pumping their company, Viola. And they bring three.
What is Viola?
Viola
weed
is
company, isn't
their
it?
weed company.
Yeah.
They have together. It's named after, I think, Al's grandmother.
Okay.
Wow.
And so they're pumping the company Viola. So they give us vape pens, they give us cookies, they give us all kinds of stuff. So I'm on my way to an All-Star game party, and I'm super hungry, and I don't want to go to this party and eat a bunch of stuff. So I think I'm gonna get into some of these cookies.
Dangerous.
no.
Danger.
So
It's a good start. We're off to a good start, man.
It's three chocolate chip cookies, right?
Okay.
And I eat
That's
one.
too much.
I eat the first one,
Right.
and I'm like, yo, that was good. And then I know I'm not an edible guy. And then I eat
That's
the second one.
dangerous.
I'm like, you know what? Might as well finish the whole.
gotta finish the set.
Oh, that's way too much.
Brother, I get to this party.
What party was it?
It was a party. Y'all know Damon Dash.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was a party for. It was like a Dash had a movie come out. It was a party for his movie, and there's a bunch of rappers there, and Styles P
Oh, wow.
from the
What
Locks
was the
is
movie?
there. The movie's called Honor Up.
I don't know that one.
Like Styles P from the Locks is there, and I walk up to Styles P and I go, "Yo, Jadakiss." I said, "Yo, you one of the realest in this game, and I've been listening to you." And Laura, shout out to Laura, the girl who invited me to the party, goes, "Okay, man. You're gonna sit down for a second." The room was spinning. I had to lay down.
Wow.
Shout out to Al Harrington and them. No, they came
Yo.
through. They
Does Al Harrington used to own a chimp. Does he still own that chimpanzee?
I do not know.
Like he used to have a chimp.
Like,
I'm just saying that. Yeah, that's a true story, man. That's a
Gotta
true
find
story.
out. We gotta track that.
He used to own a
do not
chimpanzee.
know.
I'm
Track
just
it
saying.
down.
I would say 50% of all stories involving edibles end badly.
Yeah.
I'll never do it again.
It's just like a crapshoot. You
never
have
know.
no idea
No,
what's
here's
going. I don't go near edibles.
It's much more scientific now because they actually have the milligrams
It
on
says
it.
how much is in each one now.
But
Yeah,
the
but see, I
issue
don't know
is
none of that.
what
I really don't know none of that.
the issue is that
Get
the,
used
the,
to eating
the issue
them,
is the stuff
you'll know.
tastes good.
Right.
Yeah, and so it tastes good, and you're like, that tasted good. Give me more of it.
Yeah,
And the munchies,
The homemade stuff
the
is
munchies
dangerous.
creates a
Oh.
creates a feedback
My
loop,
mom
and next
makes
thing
a-
you know, like you're passed out.
My mom makes a weed Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like she boils it down and tries to oil and does the whole thing. And that's really dangerous. But I only ever ate the mashed
Shouts to Al
potatoes.
Harrington. He
That's
lost the
going to be our
Knicks two
next Ringer
consecutive.
Live watch along.
Yeah. Shouts to Al Harrington.
Thanksgiving.
Al Harrington lost the
come
Knicks
to Baton Rouge.
2 games,
Does she put in
both
everything?
against the
The stuff
Clippers by
in?
hanging
No,
on the
she
rim
puts it in there,
technicals during the
she
Mike
basically
D'Antoni
with
era.
it. She
Shouts
puts it
to
in the
him.
Mac and cheese. She does. You just cannabis oil and you put it
You
in.
That
just
sounds
got
delicious.
Three ingredients: the mac and cheese, the mashed potatoes, and the turkey all have this. What is it? What
Oh,
doesn't
we're
have it?
Louisiana though, so the deer meat doesn't have it, the gumbo doesn't have it, so all kinds of
gumbo. I
I
didn't
think we
even
just
think
found a
about
House
that.
of Carbs guest for you.
Yeah, we're having
Maybe
a
the first
conversation.
5-hour House
you know,
of
it's almost
Carbs.
Thanksgiving. This is key. Yes. Please
There's
come
like
on.
a bunch of other stuff.
We're going to talk about weed
Gallagher's
Thanksgiving.
really enjoying himself. Weed Thanksgiving is.
It's incredible. This is otherworldly.
All right, that'll be our next live watch.
And all the weed freakouts that I have seen, it's all edibles. It's
Because you
people
can't
who.
freak out unless you're on the edibles. Because
Yeah, it's
you're
edibles.
too used to smoking it.
When you're smoking, you know, oh, I can stop now.
Yeah.
I'm high. But that when you're taking edible, one, I don't know what those percentages are either,
Right.
and two, there's the delayed effect, and you're like,
They
oh
hit you
shit,
crazy.
now what?
Yo,
Yeah.
I was eating these cookies while I was driving.
Oh man,
That's dangerous.
That was bad. I'm telling you, but I stopped and I got there. It hit me. I laid down. Woke up the next morning. I was good.
Sounds great.
Slept at the park.
I was going to say, did you stay
You were
over?
driving and then you realized you weren't in a car.
luckily Van had State Farm.
What do we got next?
Two-part question for Shay.
Yeah.
Part one from Gabe Rozier. Should San Antonio just trade DeRozan and do a full-blown tank?
No. What's wrong with y'all?
The follow-up from LFC Salida is, what level does Shea take his feud with KOC? Should KOC start advocating for the Spurs to tank?
It's the top level feud with Kevin. I legitimately hate him.
Rank your ringer feuds.
Yeah, I
If you
wanted
do
to.
that, do top 3
If you
ringer
notice,
feuds.
we had to
piggyback
keep
off of
them
this.
kind of separated.
Yeah,
They were
If you had to
Other
rank
sides of the
Tate
room.
and KOC, which one?
KLC leapfrog Tate
Well,
like
that's
6
why.
months ago.
If you notice, KOC had to wear a jacket and change his shirt. That's because they got tangled up over here and got
Tangled up.
separated. KOC's shirt got
It
torn.
was like a Doug Christie, Rick Fox kind of.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
He got,
Yo, what is he wearing right now?
What's this?
No.
What's he wearing
Sparkly?
here?
What's around his neck?
Is it
What's he
iPhone?
got? That's a camera.
that's the 3-time champion outfit.
It is awkward.
Is that a
to
camera?
walk
Oh no, is that
straight
a
with
palm?
the camera.
Because he
Gotta be.
now reps palm.
Oh,
Steph, what's next?
Let's see. Strad K. Oh, nope. This is Free Dave Brown. He would like to know, did House bet the Ben Simmons double-double prop bet this game? It was plus 225.
Oh,
What were we
We
doing?
weren't looking at the odds. We're
Oh,
over
we
here
didn't look at
hustling
the
on a
props.
Palooza. We didn't sit down and prop it out.
We would have done that
Oh my God,
ASAP.
are you kidding me? I mean,
Jesus.
shout
That
out
already
for
happened.
calling it,
Double-doubles.
but we just missed it. We missed the
We're
boat.
going to win the triple-double bet on like Thanksgiving.
I mean, we need to stop working so hard.
12 and a
so I
half
can get some bets
triple-doubles?
in.
That's done. That's going to happen in
Yeah, that's
December 1st.
That's an LOCK.
We blew it on the MVP. We didn't talk about that.
What do you mean?
Because that was a good MVP
It's
possibility.
it's still available. The odds aren't going to change because of one night.
I think it was like 75-1, though.
But I like that your thinking has changed after one night.
I mean, him and Tatum looked like the best two guys on the court
Well,
in that order.
And I'd just like the whole way that Philly's running like that. If they run like that this whole season and they have health,
they got that
What's the
really.
plan?
That's
I
like
have a question
real
for
risk
Van.
for Joel though.
yo,
December 20th, Kobe sends out a 2-word tweet. I'm back.
this is my favorite take. This is definitely my favorite take.
This
of
is
the
your
season.
weirdest bit, but
Christmas.
I love that you keep bringing it up.
Coming back Christmas Day.
I
I'm
love
back.
Right.
What's your reaction?
Glee.
Yes,
I'm ecstatic,
ecstasy.
man.
Ecstasy. That's he just said it.
Glee.
I mean, if you look on Google Maps, you'll see that all of LA is within
First of
the
all,
musical.
I don't mean to bring this up. You know, the last time he was on the court, he scored 60. So the boy can
on
still
58 shots, but it's,
how many hey, we're not talking
38, 58.
whatever, man.
It was 50 shots.
Yeah,
60 points on 50 shots.
that's not bad.
That's horrible.
Let me just say, that was bad efficiency. That was one of the greatest spectacles like I have ever
It was the most
You
fun.
can't tell me you didn't watch that game.
I was like, yo, let's just do this.
That was the same night when the Warriors were playing for the
73
like,
wins.
Nobody
Yeah.
was even
And
watching.
nobody
Yeah,
turned
nobody
it.
was
Kobe
watching.
was doing this
I watched
thing.
it.
And by
Was
the
in the
way,
crowd going crazy.
he cooked in the fourth,
He cooked.
and the Lakers won the game.
And he ends the game on an assist.
The Jazz rolled over. I thought it was a terrible display.
Hayward rolled over.
Just so you guys
Not a
know,
winner.
we apparently broke YouTube. As in, the entire site is down, most likely due to the popularity of the NBA Palooza stream.
YouTube's down.
YouTube is down.
Who
So
hacked YouTube?
we're going to redirect our
The Revenge of
viewers
Alex
to
Jones.
Twitch and Periscope.
Oh my God!
What would I be doing right at my desk right now?
One of the greatest movies.
How would
made.
I watch Les Mis videos?
My son, this is going to be like the biggest crisis of his life. No YouTube
That guy
for
always
2 hours.
reminds
It would be a
Of
challenge for
college.
me too, to be honest.
It's tough.
What kinds of things do you watch on YouTube?
Well, Chris,
man.
Chris is my office
Cobra
mate for
Kai.
2.5
Listen, me and
years.
Chris
I
probably
like
have the
Cobra Kai.
darkest
Cobra Kai
YouTube
series.
dives
I
that
like
we know how to
Cobra
talk about.
I watched this dude today getting stung by venomous stings.
On YouTube?
Yeah,
That's not what I watch.
44 million views of him getting stung by
Wow.
a tarantula wasp.
Do you live?
Like on purpose?
Yeah, he puts the things on him, they sting him.
And he just waits.
What's
And he
the
just
name
waits.
of the account?
I can't remember.
He's probably a millionaire off of that. Huh?
Like 44 million views of him getting stung by like the illest things that can sting you. It's
like Sting Daddy 69.
I couldn't turn away.
I don't like it.
Couldn't turn away.
Oh my gosh.
Getting stung by fire ants. He put his arm in a fire ants everywhere. I couldn't stop watching.
Does he have like
How'd you know about
some
that?
sort of antidote?
So we were just
recommended to you,
we did a segment today on this gigantic alligator that was on a golf course in Florida.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, that one.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's frightening. And then it was in the recommended things.
Yeah.
Like this guy gets stung by a tarantula wasp.
Shouts
I
to the
go,
algorithm.
Yeah. What is a tarantula wasp?
Yeah.
So Shay and I have dumbass small boys. How old are your boys?
11.
Yeah, mine's 10. And they're too dumb to realize you can just check their search history on YouTube.
Don't tell him.
My son doesn't know yet, but I go every once in a while and it's like
What's the
Dumping
funniest
paint
thing that
on-
you've seen?
dumping paint on boy. Yeah, and stuff like
Dumping paint
guy
on
gets stung by bee. It's like I should screenshot it. It is some of the dumbest stuff.
Dumping.
It's a lot of like pranks. It's like car
Yeah, I
pranks,
love the pranks.
bedroom pranks.
Yo,
Please,
the pranks
they
are
own
so
bathroom
good.
pranks.
Man.
The other one I see a lot of is vines that'll cure your cancer or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I watch
But
a lot of
a
those.
ton
I
of
let
those.
those run sometimes.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they're really good.
We watch them all. Or the other was a diving board fails, which is always a winner.
I don't get it. You know he can't shoot.
Simmons looks amazing.
Like,
What
you
is he?
know he
Ben
can't
Simmons is the
shoot.
best NBA player.
That's
ever.
what's
Like-
That'd be awesome.
that's
It'd
how
be
you know
really fun.
Simmons
That's
is
how
the
you know
next
he's
level
good.
talent
You
because
can't-
everybody knows he can't.
Right.
Gordon
so how
on the
does he
bench
get
for
to
the
the rim
second
consistently
half.
and finish? Like, you know he can't shoot. Like,
That was left-handed too, wasn't it?
This is
Let's
what they
KOZ
should do.
Gordo on the
Was that-
is on the bench, and so is Fultz. This is the start JJ in the second half there.
This is the right move. Simmons looks amazing. I didn't like the 11 turnovers.
I didn't like that.
I had Michael out there playing guard.
Michael, I'm so proud of Michael.
Can you guys talk to us a little bit about what's happening in the game? People,
Yeah, so
people are
it's
trying to sync
49,
up.
51-45 with 11:01 left in the third quarter.
Horford just scored.
Horford just scored. Ben Simmons is playing out of his mind.
Yep.
It looks like he's trying to win MVP tonight.
JJ.
JJ. That's a yak right there.
I can't root against JJ.
And the Sixers have
I
a lot
can't
of
root
turnovers.
against any Ringer employees.
Oh!
I can.
This is the proper take.
I can root against two
all
of
our
them.
Ringer people.
Kyrie Irving's quiet, man.
He's not been the same since he
Why?
had to come out there and apologize for thinking the world was flat.
I know. Now he's
What's
got
the-
like all
yo,
this
what's
like.
the apology about?
Well, if you look at it, I think he was getting too much heat. But if you parse it really closely, he doesn't say he doesn't believe that.
He's saying he's sorry he said it.
He's saying he's sorry he said
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It was smart. It was well framed.
Right.
I agree.
Or it was poorly framed because Jason and I just unpacked it in like 5 seconds.
What
Yeah,
percentage chance do you give Kyrie Irving of actually building that commune in like Montana?
Like,
Like actually when he's done doing this. 'Cause
so I don't want to get too dark here. No, forget it. I'm not going to do it.
I was gonna say, I
You gotta do it now.
No, I'm just saying, like, globally, like, climate change wise, like, it might not be a choice. We might all have to start building
Okay,
our
that's too
company.
dark.
That was
That's
dark.
what I said.
I just want to say, I don't think Kyrie Irving likes enough people.
That was dark.
Yeah.
But he has spent a lot of time thinking about the amount of land that he would need, where it could be located,
Yeah.
how many people would be on it,
Sustainable
if it
farming.
would be self-sustainable.
I think the way that Kyrie talks is an indication that he's not that social. So I think his commune will be not
Right.
that many people.
Kyrie has 2
It's
points.
just Kyrie and Jimmy
Where
Butler.
is the
Not playing
commune?
well.
He is not
0
playing.
for 8.
Yeah, it could be Montana. He's talked about.
Here's the issue with a
Still
commune
haven't seen Tatum get stuck.
or an apocalypse bunker that's far from where you live. Who's going to take you there? You have to.
man.
You have to budget in space for the pilot.
That was like all those tech guys have
Yeah,
to think about.
that's
like, I
the
have to
number one
sit there.
thing, because if you're going to fly there, you got to think about the pilot and the pilot's family. I'm just saying.
You don't.
Yes, you
You
do.
tell them you do.
No, you
And then
don't,
get
because
there
then
and
you
you're
get
like,
up in the plane and the pilot's like, "Okay, give me the keys. Bye. I'm taking your
Yeah,
plane."
go
And I'm,
straight Killmonger on him.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
So is Irving rustier than Hayward?
Yeah.
he's
Maybe,
just
yeah.
shaken by
He can't
having.
find his rhythm
Terry's
right
just
now.
missing.
Great take.
He's thrown off by the gravity.
The biggest things I've learned tonight, Ben Simmons is going to win the MVP, and Van shouldn't eat 5 cookies and drive. 3 cookies.
3.
Those are my 2 lessons so far. But we have a whole half left. Look at Tatum. Nobody's stopped him yet. Just go to the basket.
Watch Tatum ends up being their best.
Where,
player
if you
by
had
the
to
end of the
rank
year.
your children, including Tatum, Bill,
Depends on the day.
Is nephew Kyle included in that?
Yeah, he's in there too, but he's usually 4th.
Ben.
Oh, about time.
That was a force.
Go to the hoop, Tatum.
I think Embiid's supposed to be crashing there.
you concerned about this pace with Embiid?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
I
God.
am
I
a
like
little
to
bit.
see.
I'm not a really big
That's what I like to see,
Embiid
big
top
fella.
of the key 3-point guy,
Right.
personally.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be too
his-
traditionalist.
Well, I
but-
mean, the
His go-to
percentages
three.
bear that
Yeah,
out.
I'm not trying to. I mean, like, I
so
understand
ugly.
that.
He like switches his feet.
So ugly.
Very weird.
So during the season, he didn't take threes at all. And then in the Philly series, I went to game 2, and I went super early, and I was watching him warm up, and he was shooting threes from the corner. And I was sitting with like my friend Sully, and I'm like, "Why is he shooting threes?" And he was like, and then that was the series he started
started
making
shooting
them.
them?
And now he's probably gonna make like 1.5 a game. All these dudes.
Everybody
Yeah.
shoots.
Just you kind of have to. Andre
Yeah.
Drummond's
I know.
taking threes.
You have to get a ton of
JaVale
ridiculous
McGee.
questions.
JaVale McGee's putting
We have
him
a
up.
lot of questions.
Let's hear one.
I got one for you. First one, Ringer employee starting 5.
At basketball or like at life?
I think life, maybe both.
We're not answering that one.
Great decision.
Shout out to
Smart.
you.
Great decision.
That's why he's the boss.
The boss.
Wait, no
Very
favorites.
serious.
Where'd the other ones go?
We have a bunch of great people here. I love all of them.
Me too. Big group effort today, Palooza.
Yeah, shout
Great
out to
job.
everybody.
Great
Shout out
job to everyone.
Great
Great
Jason
team
Gallagher and
effort.
Sean Yu and Richie and Dylan and Corey and Isaac,
Yes.
Bobby,
Yes. Bobby,
Shoemaker,
Craig,
Alicia,
Shoemaker, Alicia,
everyone,
Mose,
Shocker, Riley,
Mose,
Not Mose.
Jackson,
Ben, Ronick. So many people
Ronick.
worked on this.
the squad back there made this happen.
Fucking
today.
Milton, killing it.
Milton,
Milton has the same
forget
issue
anybody?
that my dog Olivia has.
What's that?
The
Jed,
head size doesn't
Jed
match the
shot.
body.
Yeah.
Take Hunter.
But my dog Olivia, it's much worse.
Really? Bigger
It's-
head?
it's
the
just
head is
like-
too big.
Needs HGH to like grow the skull a little bit or something. It's just like a tiny little pea head
Look at Milton. I know
with a
that
big
guy.
waffle body.
Any questions?
There he is.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Such an LA thing to know people in commercials.
Do you guys think
That's-
that Jason Tatum
That's LA.
actually has a birthday, or he just keeps turning 20?
Can I also say, why does it, Tatum, I can't believe his jersey wasn't 19.
Right.
It's like, lean into the meme.
He's only 20.
He needs a.
He
needs
also
a little
grew
help
another
on
inch,
that.
right?
He grew at least an inch.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pictures. You see tonight, he looks like he's 6'10" now. He really does. I think he's 6'10".
Jason Tatum?
Yeah. What else,
He's
Steph?
a big dude.
I love Tatum. Seems like a great
I'm
guy.
glad you
He
like
does
him.
seem like a good
I
kid.
like him too.
Yeah.
I hate to like him, but he's good.
Look at LeBron. Greatest Laker of all time.
Here's one about Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Does Jimmy Butler have the most BDE in NBA history? And then followed by this person, let's see. I can't. Hi, Yem Jeff. Actual question, what's the I can't even say that. Never mind.
For the first one,
So does Jimmy Butler have BDE?
I think that's
was the
Most
question
BDE in
in
NBA
history?
In history?
Not in history.
Wouldn't it have to be Will Chamberlain?
No.
I think Isaiah Thomas is up there.
No, really?
Wait, which Isaiah Thomas? The original Isaiah
Yes.
Thomas?
I would have gone like Gary Payton or something like that.
Dennis Johnson?
John Wall.
John Wall?
John Wall's BDE went up exponentially this offseason when he was like, I'm grown, I'll do what I want.
And even with
that.
that with that picture, which just shows he doesn't care, man.
Yeah.
You mean my Twitter avatar?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going with Dominique.
Dominique is up
That's a
there.
good one.
Dominique opened his own nightclub while he was playing. I mean, who does that?
Magic Johnson.
That reminds me, Gary Payton's home that is for sale.
Oh, yeah.
With the Payton's Place man cave.
Yeah.
I think you could have done better than Payton's Place.
Yeah, that was cheesy.
Yeah.
Julie and I share a love for celebrity real estate.
Big time.
So Gary Payton's Seattle house was on the market.
$7 million.
And he had a big,
Is it still?
kind of, what would you call that thing downstairs? Like a bar / game room?
It's like a man
Entertainment.
cave,
Like a man
kind
cave,
of.
but kind of a bar.
It's actually a really
go,
tastefully,
let's play
nicely
basketball. Come on.
decorated
There's
house,
Kyrie.
except for his space.
And he had a sign on the top
Kyrie.
when you walk into the room, and it said
It's Peyton.
Peyton's Place. And it was just cheesy. We were
It
disappointed.
reminded me of like a kid's camp lodge or something.
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't
was lame.
cool.
Question for you guys. What state has the best athlete real estate?
Oh, California.
Oh, it's California.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
close.
It's not close.
Wait,
No?
best athlete.
What's
What?
the?
It's wrong? What is it?
Arizona.
What
Whoa.
state
It
has
could be
the
in
best?
Arizona.
Arizona for celebrity real estate?
No, for athletes. The athletes that have the craziest homes that we cover. Because you can get
Like
a
the
lot more out
Scottsdale
there.
area?
I would say
Like,
Texas, too.
dudes
The
that have
taxes
full-
are well, yeah.
full baseball diamonds with bleachers and underground bunkers. It's always somewhere in Arizona. Like out here is obviously a lot nicer and stuff, but it's like
Yeah, you don't get the same.
you don't get the
What happened there? What happened there?
Did they think of 28?
What happened?
They just stopped
So
playing.
the Sixers are a first half team. Okay.
No.
Forget how
Listen to
We're
me.
just
There's-
losing because
there's-
Markel's not playing.
Okay.
I don't forget. He's.
But he
I'm all
doesn't
in.
flash it that much. Like he's
Can you,
I feel like he could have
give
50
us
points
a
Van,
Chris, do you want to buy my Ben Simmons
61-47
MVP
in the
bet?
third quarter.
Van,
Excuse
what
me?
Do you
would
want to
have
buy my
been the
Ben
best?
Simmons MVP bet? I'm selling it right now.
What would have
How
been the
much?
most interesting NBA player pre-TMZ to cover
Oh.
if TMZ had existed?
let's
in
do
that
this.
time?
Yeah.
This is
Fantastic
terrific.
question.
This
This
is
is
really
great.
great.
Dennis Rodman.
Rodman would have been.
Rodman would have been
Unbelievable.
off the chain.
Rodman would have been golden with everything though, like because. Rodman was the first guy to, kind of explore his sexuality throughout
Yeah.
the game and stuff like that. All of that stuff would have been
The
right
Madonna
up our
book.
alley. The Madonna book.
Rodman was acting like TMZ existed, but TMZ
It
was
didn't.
10
There
years
was no
away.
one to cover him.
He was
Remember
like,
where-
I'm going to get on TMZ. They're like,
Remember
what are you talking
in
about?
his last year in the Pistons when he was like, they found him in the parking lot of the arena with like a shotgun crying and stuff.
Right.
Like he
Oh,
just had
man.
a wild up and down career.
Well, the Chicago, that second year,
Kicking the guy in the
the
nuts.
second and third year, he's basically an alcoholic.
That's
Like,
highlight
they were
reporter.
just like,
Yeah.
just make sure you can play for 2 months.
The moment the blonde
clubs.
hair came out,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was still in San
He
Antonio.
dated Madonna.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever look at the pictures from early when he had no tattoos, and then by the end, when like you said, the hair, full tats, like
Yeah.
earrings in places that don't
Like
have.
if you go from the clip when he's accepting the Defensive Player of the Year award,
Yes.
and he's
Yeah.
crying and
Looks
just
like
all
a Hulk,
sweet.
yeah.
All because
And
of
then-
Wesley Snipes, he died.
And then he's in a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, who was he did the Sports Illustrated feature and he made the guy's career. Was that Mike Silver?
It might have
He
been.
spent like 5 days with Rodman, and Rodman's just doing Rodman things. And it was like one of the last like giant magazine pieces for
Rodman
sports.
was running around with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was like all crazy stuff, man. Yeah, he definitely would have been him. That's a slam dunk. Iverson would have been good too, but definitely.
Remember when he kicked the cameraman in the gonads?
Yeah.
That
The
was
camera,
like, unbelievable.
delayed reaction to the camera guy.
Well,
It
that's
took him a second to realize. Oh,
But that's
Toronto
what
about to get rich.
exactly.
But when you but here's the thing: when you get really hit in the nuts like that,
There's
it
a
delay.
does
take because your
No,
body.
no.
Yes,
Go back and
it's
watch that
quick.
video. That guy gets kicked and he goes, "Oh man, that was Dennis Rodman." Oh, like he definitely
delayed.
right.
Shay, if Double Impact comes on, it's like 1:30 in the morning. You're looking for something to watch. Do you give it 10 minutes
Double Impact?
Or are you just in?
I'm in. 2 Jean-Claude Van Dammes?
You're talking about, wait, are you talking about double
No,
team?
what was the one with-
You're talking
what
about
was the
double
one with
team.
Rodman?
That's
the
double
one.
team.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
double
double.
team.
That's
Double
double
team.
team.
Double team, you can't watch 10 minutes. I'll give you $500.
Yeah. That's a bad one.
The
Yeah,
worst
the
one of
only-
the worst
Rodman
movies
one's bad.
ever made.
The
Yeah,
only
Rodman's
good,
bad.
horrible.
the only good part of that movie is when Jean-Claude Van Damme. By this point in his career, he's done the splits in like every way possible,
Yeah.
and he's
run out of
like,
ways.
he does it on a door jam. He's just like, oh hey, what's up? You're like, all right, that was cool. That's the only good part of the movie.
The two Van Dammes was a great idea.
Great.
I would have loved to have
One
been in the
good,
room when
one
they thought of
bad.
The
that.
splits really is his "I'll be back."
Yeah.
It is. It's insane.
He's gonna
That's how he
drop-
got discovered. He did the splits.
Yeah.
Walked into the
Drop
guy,
down
the
on
audition. He walked in there and did the splits for the guy. The
How
guy's
many
like, you
times
gotta
did we
have
have him doing it in Bloodsport? 4 or 5, and like in all
He was supposed to be the
He
completely
does it
Predator.
on the
different
chairs.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
He does it
he
on
was
the
supposed to be the
temple.
original
He
Predator.
does it
He does
in
it
the
on the
thing.
rope.
In the
the
suit.
Rozier device.
Oh,
He
not
does it in the fight.
Schwarzenegger,
Right,
in the
does it
suit.
in the
Right
fight.
in the suit.
He does it
Doesn't
several
fight to
times in
punch
the
a guy
fight.
in the
Yeah.
balls.
I'm just gonna look at Markel
Our
Fultz's
ringer
plus
staff
minus.
is very high on Bloodsport.
Love Bloodsport.
back.
Yeah,
Big.
it's one of
Love Bloodsport.
Go ahead, Joel.
That was nice.
Baines
I
just
really
makes it
root
hard
for
for
Joel.
him.
Plenty of time. The Boston defense is
Bloodsport
really,
is probably peak Van Damme.
Yeah, Bloodsport and Kickboxer.
Oh, you're right, and that's a
good.
tough one. Tough,
Oh, no.
because there's the glass thing in
Yeah.
Kickboxer.
Kickboxer I love because of the brother, and after Van Damme.
Got it.
He's been off.
But Bloodsport's got.
Kickboxer was
I love any.
Kickboxer was a little too dark.
Nice.
I just love when
a
the
little
brother.
too dark.
I just love when
When we
Van
get
Damme
into,
is like, you
rape,
can't.
Nah.
Yeah, that's
No
too
thanks.
much.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I also love any martial arts movie where like it's a bunch of guys with different styles.
Yeah,
In
that's-
Bloodsport, there was the monkey dude.
Yeah.
Bolo was in it.
What a flop.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Cool it.
Baines?
Just cool it.
Yeah.
You need karate movie with
Frank
a
Jackson
tournament.
is just a dude who wears Harley Davidson shit.
Yeah,
That's a huge
That's
he has
all.
no
That's
style.
He's got no skills.
I
Right.
just like the Celtics.
Shane and I
team.
were
It's
just
horrible.
talking about the monkey dude. That was
Yeah. It's
kind
problematic.
of. I kind of feel like he could have. Well, it was also problematic. I feel like that style could have taken the tournament though.
The monkey guy style?
'Cause
he just got choked. He just got.
No,
That
the
was his
big.
fault.
No, the
If he had
big.
stuck to his game
the
plan.
big one-
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because he was like.
He got
celebrating
kind of
whatnot.
irrational confidence a
Well,
little bit.
who?
But if he
Monkey?
had stuck
The,
to
like
stand on
the,
the
Yeah.
the monkey
fringes,
style guy.
I think
think
the,
that
I
would've
think the
worked.
question mark is the Revenge of the Nerds guy because he started talking trash.
right, to Chung
and then,
Lee.
and then lost.
Yeah.
Because he talked trash.
really?
Right. Because
It's a mistake.
Yeah, it was bad on his
Anthony
part.
Edwards.
Van Damme would have beat him too.
Yeah.
So would you say you're like a completist when it comes to the filmography of people who are on ER?
Absolutely. I watched episode
Who
2
is-
of the Romanoffs.
Oh,
Because
What
of
is that
Bill
about?
Wiley.
I got
about?
through one. How was 2?
What is that about?
It's about
Great question.
people unhappy trying to escape their realities, and it's slow and boring.
All
but
you need to
Noah
know
Wiley
is
was
my
in it.
mom said it was her favorite show in a couple of years.
It's honestly, I think it's maybe the most depressing show. Like,
All right, so there's weird,
I'll say
so
this.
there's weird sex scenes and rich people, and it's. I'm
I
sure it
watched,
checks
I
my
watched
It's-
episode 1.
it's really, it's
too.
depressing.
I think there's 60% too much French in it.
Oh my god! Yeah, I wanted to have like a leisurely watch.
Yeah.
and I had to like be paying attention to the subtitles.
That's too much.
Had to pay attention.
Yeah.
And also Aaron Eckhart, not enough of him.
Aaron Eckhart.
There's a lot.
I was very impressed with
Women
Aaron
love
Eckhart's
Aaron
French. I'll
Eckhart.
say
I
that.
don't get it.
He's got a charm, man.
I got a
Yeah.
lot of stock. I got
Come on,
a lot.
I
Tatum.
love Eckhart.
Bill,
if
if
the
you want to
Celtics are
trade
winning,
me
but Kyrie
some
isn't
of your
getting off, will he be
Ben
happy?
Simmons MVP stock, I'll trade you some of my Aaron Eckhart career revitalization stock.
He
He doesn't need to revitalize. He's always been good.
was hot for us. He was hot for a second though. For a second, he
Yeah,
was
from
the next
Aaron,
guy.
from Aaron Brockovich to Harvey Dent, he had a real run.
He was, and then he
What
was the next
happened
guy
after
for it. Thank you for
Brockovich?
smoking too. Like he was the next
No
guy
idea.
for a second.
Brockovich, I'm like, oh, here comes Aaron Eckhart. And
Right.
then something
And then he
happened.
takes like 7 years off.
Yeah.
He was in
Oh
No
my God. The
Reservations,
Suns
the
blew
movie
the
with Catherine
seed in 5
Zeta-Jones,
seconds.
where he plays a chef, later to be
That's
remade by
a
Bradley
terrible
Cooper
movie.
and Burnt.
Are we sure entirely that Aaron Eckhart and the guy who plays Jamie Lannister are two different dudes? Because I have a very hard time telling them apart.
Damn, so good.
We did have a pop culture question come up. Can anyone explain to us exactly what happened to Baron Davis and Laura Dern?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we have the best two people for that
Yeah.
question right here.
Let me sit up straight
Dan
for
and
this
Juliet.
one.
Yeah.
Best day of my life last year was the day this happened. I'm pretty sure they staged it for publicity. Is my personal
Why do you
take.
think that?
They were never actually together.
I don't think that at all.
You don't?
No.
What happened?
It's a debate.
I
This
think,
is good.
I think that was real because that was, Laura Dern. There was some talk that when she did that movie with Common that they were together.
Yes, and I have a lot to say about Laura Dern.
Right. So
In a good way?
Yes.
you know what?
Laura Dern.
Like when I saw that coupling, I felt liberated.
I felt so happy.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what they were doing.
Because I'm looking at that situation and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But love is not supposed to.
100%.
Love
Like
is
real
love.
talk, I think she stuck with Ben Harper a little too long.
Well, she converted to Judaism for him, so she probably was like, I'm in
Well,
it.
if you
I'm gonna
look
stick
at
with this.
my point is, if you look at Laura Dern and the names that we're bringing up, there's a theme.
Yes.
So
Can I ask a question?
She was also in,
Ben Harper
Wasn't she also with
Ben
Nicolas
Harper
Cage, though?
most boring
Didn't she marry
concert I've
Nicolas
ever
Cage?
seen.
maybe.
Was it with the Innocent Criminals?
old
Yes.
is
Did
Laura
you
Dern?
burn one down?
Ageless.
I
Laura
did.
Dern's
It was
older
just the
than
most
us.
boring concert I've ever seen.
Just like
She's like
early
53.
52,
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought
Did
she
Laura
was like
Dern
even
marry
older than
Nicolas
that.
Cage? Can I get
But
a
I
fact
really,
check on that?
I
check,
know
stand
from
by.
on some pretty good sources that was a real relationship.
It was. How long did it last?
A couple of months, like maybe 4 or
So,
5.
so he went from Jordana Brewster's sister to Laura Dern.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up Baron Davis question. Why didn't him and former Crossroads classmate Kate Hudson end up together?
I don't know.
Was Jordana Brewster in their class too?
I don't know.
I think.
She
Cash
was
Warren
too.
was there.
Cash Warren, yeah.
Oh, Cash Warren.
By the way, I saw a recent picture of Drake and Jessica Alba. Speaking of Cash Warren.
No, she's still with Cash
Yeah, I
Warren.
know. I'm just saying. I saw they were in the same place at the same time. And I just,
Confirming that Laura Dern never married Nicolas Cage.
I don't know who I was
Just
thinking
getting
of
back
there.
in this.
You have a theory about Drake and Jessica Alba?
no, I just saw a picture of them together and he seemed just delighted.
Beautiful.
I'm officially concerned about the Kyrie $220 million contract extension.
It's
they
only
haven't
the
agreed-
middle
they
of the
can't
third.
agree
You're
to yet.
concerned?
I haven't seen him do one good thing this entire game.
It's game one.
I'm just concerned. Can I be concerned?
JJ really likes getting mad at
Who is this
himself.
guy?
Here we go.
Daniel Tease.
JJ gets mad at himself after a
that guy
make.
is.
Like he'll make one. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, that hit the rim.
Yeah, he does a lot of shaking his head. It could be anything.
Well, shooters like that are kind of like the OCD personality type of the NBA.
Yeah.
You know who's like that?
Who's that?
Zach Cram.
He gets
Is the big guy from SMU not getting minutes?
Yeah.
it's like
What's
a
his name?
shot.
Semi?
Oh.
Like, is it like-
Semi Ojeleye, yeah, they don't have room for him.
Landry Shamit's out there. Counts.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like him.
It's like
It's
looking around
interesting.
for people in this room who might care about that.
No, I mean, like,
If you
I'd
just
like
wa-
to see him not
House.
be hurt.
If you just judge the Celtics from this one game, you'd think, and you didn't know anything about them, you would think Tatum was by far the best guy in the team.
That's
Tatum's
true.
got a
Yes,
strong
that is
hairline.
true.
And
Because he's on both ends. Like dude,
Every time
he's
he has
all
the
over
ball,
place.
something good happens.
over the course of the season, he is going to be their most valuable player.
It's gonna be weird for Kyrie, man.
Go get it,
They're going to
Landry.
trade Kyrie.
Well, the other thing is, Rozier's plus minus in this game, I bet, is good. Oh my God! Oh my God!
If he would have made,
He gets credit
Amir
for that.
Johnson.
He's going to get that basket.
Tatum.
He's an MVP level star.
Here comes
In the
Fultz.
making.
We're back in it.
Tatum.
look at that hairline, man.
Tatum?
Your pro hairline?
Yeah.
Can I say something about
You're just in on
the
Tatum.
Kill for that.
Listen, I like him.
That's a bad tie, by the way.
I like him.
I love Tatum.
I'm no Celtics fan, but I don't have hate in my heart for the kid. I like him.
Wow, that was nice.
You say
Plus,
one thing about the
he
Celtics
learned
home
from
crowd.
Kobe. He's carrying on Kobe's
I
legacy.
think the Celtics home crowd.
That's why Kobe did this.
He's carrying on Kobe's legacy. So whatever y'all do,
It's because of Kobe.
that's good. Really, it's because of Kobe.
Yeah.
Because Kobe gave it to your best player.
that makes
right
me
here.
feel so much better about all this.
Bill is
Kobe
sick right
splashed
now
some Laker
inside.
juice on him.
Bill, did
I
the
like
Red
it.
Sox win?
Yes.
Congrats, man.
You really needed a
Only
win.
2 more.
I think the Celtics home crowd has the highest
Exactly.
ratio of people who look like they're in a witness protection program.
Yeah. It's like everybody there looks like Steve Martin in My Blue
Right.
Heaven.
Hi, now from Whitey.
I feel like I should be more insulted by that.
Bill, how many? Oh, is your dad at this one?
Oh yeah. He was traumatized by the Red Sox playoff game and
Couldn't
is
watch?
too old to figure out how to work a TV stream on his iPhone, even though he has a brand new iPhone. So I think he watches that ESPN Game Center, where you just kind of watch the dots move around the base. Yeah, I think that's what he watches.
We got Amir Johnson at the line.
I have some Kevin Harlan scoop.
Oh, let's hear it.
I did like a 2K thing with him the nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of
couldn't love
scoop.
him
Sorry.
Scoop?
Yeah. That's just a compliment.
Was
Phil.
such a fan. Such a good guy.
That's Mark Jackson saying Jeff Van Gundy doesn't wash his own car level scoop.
He was
I
one of
really
those.
enjoy him on the broadcast.
He was a
Yeah.
dramatic pause compliment guy, which I liked, where he does a Bill. I got to tell you something. I love the Ringer.
Did he get that? Did he go the,
Yeah. You're on the edge of your seat, and then it's a compliment. It's what's better than that?
Gordon
Big
Hayward.
little compliment at the end
It
of the
just seems
ring.
like Gordon Hayward's wasting a lot of possessions with mid-range stuff.
It just
Yeah.
seems like
And it's like maybe like he missed a year of basketball, but did he miss 10 years? Really?
Oh,
Oh,
he looks like an
Marcus.
anime character this season, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I think it's bad for chemistry. Look at that!
I take back everything I said.
Wow, you gotta leave the gym, fam.
That's a #1 pick pass.
I take back
Amir
everything
will
I
not
said.
dunk again for the season.
He doesn't need to. That's
Markel
enough.
just picked himself.
Oh,
Give it back.
Oh,
yeah.
great pass.
That's too much. Did a little too
Let's
much
go.
there.
That wasn't a foul?
Go ahead, give it.
Verticality.
Oh, my
You gotta fuck.
Markel.
That's a-
Markel has
score
felt
that.
the
He's
fear
gotta
right
score-
there.
he's
No,
gotta-
he was just trying to be creative.
Well, that was a.
oh no.
Like he
What do they call that? Euro step? Is that
was
what it
amazing.
is?
Yes.
Time to pull Markel.
Hayward athletically looks rusty.
I have a question. Is Hayward the best American-born
White guy?
white dude in the last, what's going on with this? Is this troubling?
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love is pretty good.
I
McConnell's in
used to
there.
hear
Right?
that the McKeskey every year for the best American white guy. And Kevin Love won it like 4 years in a row.
There's a steep drop off after Love and Gordon Hayward.
If
Because
you're
then,
doing
Born really.
then you're like Doug McBuckets.
No, you're
Maybe
Reddick.
that should be our next wine bottle team. Which
Reddick.
is American white guy.
I think it's a
Can
very
I see a
steep fall off.
2005 Mike Miller?
And it's just like different kinds of milk.
But like
Chandler Parsons had one good season.
Chandler
Parsons.
Chandler
Chandler Parsons a good call.
Yeah, he was on the rise. He was coming.
I would
It's
put
still Gordo. It's still Gordo over Chandler.
it's Gordo, Kevin Love, Chandler.
Love.
Chandler
Kevin
Parsons,
Love,
it's
Kevin Love.
TJ McConnell is so much better than Chandler Parsons.
But at his best.
No, I think
when
Kevin
was
Love
his
is higher
best?
than
It's like 5 years now.
Kevin Love's higher than Hayward.
Kevin Love is higher than him.
Yeah. I mean, he had 30-30s.
Who's on
Kevin
the-
Love put up
he's
legitimate
second
30
team all-
Who's on the
NBA.
precipice though? Who are the next guys?
The next white guys.
Who are the next white guys?
Next white guy.
Coming?
They're coming up.
Is there
Maybe
any
that'll be our
way?
next
It's
show.
like, listen, I'm saying I believe that Doug McDermott has another level in him.
In that he has a level.
Is Luke Kennard in the conversation?
No,
Frank
he's in
Kaminsky?
conversation.
Frank Kaminsky is not.
And the big boy from Arizona that plays in Chicago.
Sam
now,
Decker.
He's
Marketing, but he's not.
He's foreign.
He's
born.
not, yeah.
Give me
We don't
Sam
count the
Decker.
foreigners.
I know.
Sam
We don't
Decker.
count- yeah, we don't-
Ted
or else
Cruz?
You'd have
Ted Cruz with Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Grayson Allen?
Oh, the guy from
Yeah, Grayson Allen.
yeah.
I like that you call him Ted Cruz.
Grayson Allen can't play, man. Not at this level.
This is
I actually think he might be an effective third guard. Yeah. Oh, ISO ball.
God,
I
what
had high
a short
hopes for
list it is, though.
Stauskas.
Yeah.
So did Stauskas.
he's Canadian.
So did
He's
Corver.
Canadian. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Corver's
A lot of people saying Corver.
Corver's had a good
Oh,
career.
Corver.
He's not.
Yeah,
he's,
that's-
he's had a good career.
Corver counts.
Corver's a role player, but yeah,
But
he's
at one
there though. Yeah,
there
he's
was
not-
there was a 1, 2, or 3 year span where he 10 toes at the basket, it was going in.
yeah.
Like he was
that
wet.
Hawks era.
Yeah,
Hawks here.
wet.
I'm trying to think, man.
Yeah.
It's a short list.
What do we think Hayward's using in the hair this year?
We can't
I think
take
he's
Steve
changed
Nash.
it.
He definitely
It's a
changed
lot
it.
fluffier.
It looks like a
It's-
So
looks
Steve
like,
Nash
looks
was
like
a
a
good one
moose.
for this because
Not
he is
so much a
foreign born,
paste.
but it's
Yeah.
Canada.
Hairspray. There was
Maybe
a
a
lot
dry
of
shampoo.
Which
for
spray
that
in Canada is
You
as
should be able
much
to
of
count Canada.
We just call it North American.
like
I think it's
Canada,
like a mousse
Texas.
instead of a gel.
North
Yeah, I
American.
think you remember it.
They're
An aerosol.
We're talking about
Right.
the true
He's
John
using Tres
Stockton,
Flores.
Larry Bird. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah.
Ricky Rowe. You know the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Rick-
Like,
Ricky
Ricky
You know
Rowe.
what I'm saying?
Blue
Like
chips.
true guys. Like that's what I'm talking about. You know.
Wally Serbiak.
Wally Zerbiak.
Yeah,
I
Wally
loved.
Zerbiak, Pride of Long
a
Island,
good
right
one.
there.
I liked Wally Zerbiak.
Handsome
Man.
guy.
What was the Kurt Heinrich? Was good for.
yeah.
Kurt Heinrich was in the league for a
Well,
while.
when you go
Heinrich
back to
played.
there, you
Goggle
got
King, one of the
Kurt
greatest
Heinrich
to
played,
ever
man.
wear
I like
goggles.
Kurt Heinrich.
Kirk Heinrich, you got
years, I
Dan
was like,
Dickow
Kirk
from
Heinrich's
Gonzaga.
still in the
Andy
Kurt
Dick.
Rittenauer.
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 Oh, there was two
They were
Lukes.
just
There was
naming
Luke
white guys.
Rittenauer, and then there was who was the other guy? They were both on the Bucks.
usually
at
the
one point.
Luke's going to be white.
Yeah.
Shouts to
never
Luke
met a-
Cornett on my New York Knicks.
Luke Jackson.
Steve Blake was
was on
incredible.
Philly 50 years
Steve
ago.
Blake.
He wasn't white.
You
but that
got a
was it.
ring, didn't you?
Actually,
Like,
I like,
Steve Blake
I
play
like
with Juan
McConnell,
Dixon?
though.
What do you mean? At Maryland?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the
He had
Juan
much
Dixon.
longer
That's
career.
Knicks legend.
Lonnie Baxter.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, that's
Correct.
Steve Novak.
That's right.
The one
And
that I still feel like is going to have a moment is
Chris
Jimmer.
Wilcox.
Chris Wilcox.
Because he can shoot from 30 feet. Like, at some point, that becomes useful
That
to a
ship
bad
sailed.
team.
That ship
It's
sailed.
done.
The
China.
issue, see, the
It's
issue
all
with
to
Jimmer,
China.
yeah,
then
he's
came back.
scoring 40 in China.
Yeah.
He just dropped 40 on the Rockets.
Yeah, he
Still
did.
shots.
The issue with Jimmer is
Long-range
that
shooters work.
he's a spot-up guy and he thinks he's Kobe. He wants to handle it and
He
do
was
everything.
so fun to watch, though, bro. He
Senior.
used to cook.
Senior.
I think tanking teams should explore having him for the last, 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, see what happens.
fun
Can
to
we, have
watch
a,
him.
can we play a little thought experiment here? Because I was just thinking about KJ McDaniels for some reason.
Oh.
And I was thinking about how the Sixers under Hinkie, how they used to sell really high on guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Hinkie was still the GM,
Okay.
is there anybody on this team do you think he already would have sold high on? Who would have been the Michael Carter Williams of who we have?
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's a great question.
It goes in.
No good. He says no good.
I mean,
no good.
the obvious. No, I was going to say the obvious one would have been Markelle, but I don't know. You take him too high. Look with
It's
Okafor.
probably-
He took Okafor and held
It's
on.
probably Dario or Covington. He probably would have
Maybe
sold a little
Dario.
higher.
Yeah, maybe Dario or Covington. I mean, look, so high on Covington. Covington was a guy that was in the G League and that had a quick stop with his former employers at the Rockets, and then he signed to arguably one of the best contracts in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
It was he was making around $1 million that wasn't even guaranteed for 4 years before he got this last
the
extension.
15,
So
and the 15 that went up front. Yeah.
he was one of the best values in the NBA. So yeah, that's an interesting one.
I have a basketball game comment. This is why the Celtics are going to be a really good regular season team.
Oh my God.
Their most expensive best players, 1 for 11, and the backups came in and extended the lead for the
like where you're
second
going.
straight half.
I think they're better with
No, but it's they brought in Smart and Rozier. Now they're up 11.
They're deep, man.
That's the regular season advantage.
Steven's ability to work guys who most people have never heard of into a lineup and have them make an impact. Rozier.
But if they're playing, let's say Oklahoma City's playing right now, and Westbrook's 1 for 11, they're not bringing dudes in off the bench to increase the lead.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest advantage of this team. That's my only.
You're in on Schroeder.
Can I ask you guys just a weird probing question I'd like to ask people?
I can't wait to find out what it is.
I just want to
How
know
many cookies?
That lead in.
No, I just want to go. I just like to know this. I want to go around the round table. I want you guys to tell me your favorite movie with an all-black cast.
Friday.
Oh.
Sorry, Jason. You said around. To
New
go
Jack
around
City.
Too.
Oh, that's a good
Fucking
one
New
too.
Jack City is great.
Good one, too.
I just
Can
watched
piggyback
it.
on that.
New Jack City?
It just came on a week ago, and I was like, oh fuck, I haven't seen this in forever.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a new one.
What?
Rockers. You ever see Rockers? It's a mid-'70s Greek-produced Jamaican
Stomp the yard.
Jamaican
I
high
love
school.
Stomp
Out of
the
here
Yard.
with Stuff the Yard.
Great movie.
Columbus Short was really good.
Hey, he was really good in that.
Remember how old I
great
am.
movie.
Is
Drumline.
Coming to America count?
Drumline is
Counts.
good. Drumline
Coming
is
to
Coming to
good.
America is
It
also
It counts.
great.
Yeah, Coming to
I'm
America.
going to
is very
say 3.
good.
I got to go Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X
Well, you like Spike.
and Juice.
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 Wow.
Good call.
Gangsta ass mother. You like Bill?
Boomerang 1,
Boomerang's
Boys in the Hood 2, Juice 3. He got game. It's not an all-black cast, though. I thought of that
Yeah.
one.
What's his face is
Well,
in
Do
it.
the Right Thing is an all-black cast.
I think you get to a certain level, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Where cast meets theme, and it's all black cast.
Right. We're talking about the core characters
Core
and the
characters.
theme.
Right.
Here we go.
There's one from the last 10 years that I'm blanking on.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
We're watching the Creed.
Yeah, does
commercial.
Creed count?
No, well,
I loved
Because Slash
Creed.
is
It was fantastic. I'm really surprised they decided to go Drago storyline.
To me,
it's
it's so
weird.
cheesy.
It's
Yeah.
so
And
weird.
like the thing about the last movie was that
It
it was
wasn't.
unlike a Rocky movie in that it
Yeah.
was a serious film, a serious hero's journey from a new character
Yes.
associated with
Can I
this.
say one thing
to
about
make
this?
this into
Yes.
like him fighting Drago's
I agree.
son?
It's weird.
Here's
It's
the
a
other
weird
thing.
choice.
There's 80% too much Sylvester Stallone in the commercial. That's a red flag to me. Like, it should be mostly Michael B.
It's true.
I mean, I'll do like any kind. I'm in for any kind of Michael Bay. He's fantastic, but again, I don't like. Why go to that storyline already?
Drago does.
Because it makes the most sense.
It does.
Does
Yeah.
it?
Passenger 57.
I will say this.
You
Russia.
have to tie.
I'll say this. Russia
You have
is
to tie
back.
Apollo to it.
I'll say this. Russia is back. Russia is back in the news, so it's
Two
topical.
things. One, the delayed thought of Passenger 57. And then two, he's the only black dude in the whole movie. So 2 reasons. Number
haven't
one,
seen it in
you're
a while.
chewing on that. He is legit
terrorist
the only
away.
black dude in the whole
No,
movie.
the stewardess was black.
Who was the stewardess in Passenger 57?
Well, I don't know.
That was his love interest.
seen
Most
Passenger 57 in
stewardesses
20
were black, I
years.
thought.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's definitely not like you got a whole plane full of white people. It's like a lot of white people in
Yeah.
Passenger 57.
Can we do?
But he was the only character with lines.
Right. Always been
He
on
the
black.
only had dialogue.
Can we
Always
do?
been on
Can we do
black.
my version of this? Can we go around and everybody say their favorite movie with a Mexican cast?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. American Me.
American. Ooh.
Okay.
Or Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah, you know mine.
Moros Perros.
Okay.
Y tu mama también.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That's a come on.
Hey, that's a
That's a good movie.
Hey, that's a good movie.
That's a
bro.
good movie.
Right now
That's
we're
a
just saying
good
like, oh, I
That's a
saw a
great
title
road
in
movie.
Spanish. I brought it
That's
up.
a great road movie. Great road
That's a
movie.
dope-ass movie, though. That's a
And
good
one of the
movie. I forgot
steamiest
about that
movies
one.
also.
For sure.
It's
I
like-
forgot about that joint. That's a good movie. Embiid. Not being the favorite.
Baines is just shutting down Embiid. I got Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's a great
That's
movie.
number one.
Oh,
It's never on cable. It's how Shay and I became
I haven't
friends.
seen it in years.
Oh,
It's
what's
not
it
on
called?
cable. It's like the rights are being
It's
held
too real
hostage.
for cable.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown took over the game briefly there.
Well,
Yeah.
How about this? Most disappointing movie with an all-black cast.
Soul Plane.
That
I would
movie's
go
very bad.
Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. I'm
You
still
about to make a lot.
That's a
upset.
really good movie.
Still upset.
That's a hood classic.
Yeah, that's
I
a
was
classic.
personally upset with it.
How? Tell me.
I
Right
just
now.
didn't like it. I was excited for it. I
Vampire
felt
in
like-
Brooklyn.
You were expecting.
I love that
You were
movie.
expecting a lot of jokes.
I love
I was.
that.
It was not jokes.
I thought it was going to be
It's
a comedy.
very
and It was
serious.
like got super serious. I just wasn't
It
ready
was a
for
comedy. It was just
No,
like
it
I
wasn't.
think
It
it
was not
kinda,
funny.
I think the only thing that bothered me about the movie is they actually stayed in jail for their whole lives for real, which I
Yeah.
can't.
I
get
thought it
around.
was depressing.
Like it was like they actually, the Innocence Project didn't get involved or anything like that. Like they stayed in jail their entire
Very
lives.
Shaq, where are you?
Yeah,
Wait
it
a
was like,
second.
it was like
so
they-
why did I have to like that?
No, I'm saying.
I wanted them to get out.
But it's like so many quotables in the movie. There's so much. Like I want them to get out too.
I don't know it.
You don't know it?
I don't. I mean,
Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence.
no, I know.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm not a.
What's
gonna-
your
Bernie Mac,
darkest Eddie
Miguel
Murphy
Nunez.
moment other than the obvious?
The darkest Eddie Murphy moment.
Mine is Vampire in Brooklyn, the poster.
Oh, I don't know.
He had like these
Oh, with the thing
extension,
slicked back?
these Dracula extensions. It's rough. It was a rough time.
It was
Favorite movie with an all Asian cast.
Ooh,
This is extremely easy for me.
Is it? What is it?
Well, Drunken Master 2, incredible.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Ip Man.
Rumble in the Bronx is Ip Man is great.
Love Ip Man.
I'm gonna go hard boiled.
Hard boiled is I go
Hard Boiled
Ong Bak is
is
great.
so
The Killer,
dope.
I think The Killer is
Yeah.
That was the first face off. Like, I mean, John Woo was like,
It's not. Is it racist to say Crouching Tiger?
no.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it's a
dangerous
cliche.
way to put a question.
It's a cliche. I'm the oldest guy in this room. I'm the oldest dude in this room. I don't know the rules. I still use the wrong words. I love Crouching Tiger.
Jeez.
I love it.
My
It blew my
God,
mind. I'm
that's-
flying above the trees,
what's the
flying
Jet
around
Li
the
one where
trees.
he drank poison tea?
I vote for Passenger 57 again.
They're all about honor.
Young Jet Li or like older Jet
Old
Li?
Jet Li.
Is it a period piece?
Yeah.
Um,
I can't remember it.
Young
Hero?
Jet Li.
Hero.
yeah,
Hero.
Yeah.
Hero.
Hero was good.
What was the one
and
like
Chungking
5 years
Express.
ago that was the sequel?
The what?
When it had the scene in the building, and Rafe was going crazy about it. It was like this 15-minute same
With the big
same
fight?
camera shot.
Yeah.
What was
Oh
the
no,
name of
that was
movie?
on Bach.
No.
That's Old Boy.
No,
That's
No. Are you talking about in the hotel
You're talking about
lobby?
the hotel fight.
Yeah, and it goes
The
all
hotel
the way up
lobby?
the floors.
That's the
What
Raid.
movie was
Yeah,
that?
That's the Raid.
No.
That's a
Oh,
different
man,
movie.
Stop. Wait,
incredible.
hold on. If it's a single shot, tracking shot, it's Ong Bak because he comes into the rest of the movie sucks, but he comes in the lobby and then he fights all the way
I
up
love
and he
Ong
throws guys off the balcony. The Raid doesn't have a tracking shot.
But
That's
he's
the
talking
most
about
amazing 7 minutes on YouTube.
It's really good.
That
You just
same
search
shot.
best fight scenes ever, and it's
And
always
Old
on
Yeah.
Boy has the tracking shot.
Old Boy is the one, the side
Well, it's just the
scroller
side.
Why is
in the
Gucci wearing a
hallway.
Celtics uniform?
I think it's
Whoa!
Oh,
What's this about?
Gucci Mane made an appearance at the
Why
TV
is
Garden.
Gucci wearing
Gucci
Celtics
Mane
stuff?
is sitting there being like, I see you,
Yo,
Mark.
It's very confusing.
This needs a think piece. Is there any explanation?
think
This needs a think. Is there any explanation to why Gucci?
well, Kraft. Him and Kraft are
No.
close now.
Gucci's like Clipper Darrell. He's
Gucci,
available.
Gucci be at the
Cut the
Hawks
check.
games with the
Cut the
whole
check, go
thing.
switch jerseys.
Gucci proposed to his wife right there, sitting next to him at a Hawks game. Why would he be iced out? That's very upsetting.
I mean, I think it's ever since Robert
So
Kraft went to
Kyrie's
visit him in
back
prison.
in. Celtics up 15. I
Whose
just wanted to
Celtics
note
jersey
that
was
moment.
Gucci wearing? We think it's probably McHale, right?
Here comes Jay.
Probably Havlicek.
AKA the closer.
We gotta get
is
another
what's
shot
gonna
at us
happen.
to
This
see
game
what
is
he's
over.
wearing.
Yeah.
Getting my dad's
starting
thoughts on
Markel,
this
but they
game.
gotta
This
have
game is
JJ on
over.
the floor at the end.
I don't understand
I think.
why not play full.
Assist. For you.
Oh my God,
Is that
babe.
2 threes for him?
He shot
He's
one.
he's
2
murder
for
from
3.
that corner.
That trigger looked quick and it looked true. Like
he's murder from the corner.
Embiid's a non-factor.
That'll
Nah,
work, Ben.
no.
That's
See, this
not
is
fair.
where when the game slows
That's
down.
Morris bias.
Yeah.
I miss when the players
Morris
used to do
bias.
that.
Right, that was Morris bias.
Remember when they would jump and grab the rebound and slap the backboard with the ball?
I love that.
miss
Yeah, I
when
love
they
that.
do
Bring it back.
That
He
was
just
a
did it right now.
Chris
Ben
Webber
Simmons
used to
is
do that a
such
lot.
a fake hold me back guy.
That was a Chris Webber.
Come on, he's not
Right?
getting into
That's
a
why.
fight.
That's why I remember it.
Who was
Yeah.
that puncher?
Which one? The C-Web's a hold me back guy?
Ben Simmons is a fake one. He's not getting into a fight.
I don't know. He's Australian, though. You can't count out the Australians.
Somebody got him. It
He
was
went to
don't
high
know.
school in America.
It was Kyle
Australians
Lowry.
are tough.
Kyle Lowry?
Kyle Lowry punked him last year.
That's the truth.
Ben,
He was
that's
like, yeah,
'cause they
meet
were
me.
trying to get him thrown out of the
He
game.
was like, meet me in the tunnel.
He meet me in the tunnel.
He needs to
that
stop
means
missing
it's
free
all
throws,
sucks.
Chris Ryan.
Jason, remember when
He
Chris
missed too many free throws
Childs
tonight.
just popped Kobe that time?
It's basically the Knicks version of the championship.
All-time
Right.
great.
It's the closest you come to a title.
There's four banners hanging in Madison Square
Right.
That
But-
should be a
but-
banner.
1969 championship.
Here's the only thing about that is
13,
Kobe
13,
hit first.
great
He just
line.
wasn't
Yeah.
expecting
Over.
Childs to have the two-piece extra Christmas.
If he
plate.
makes this up,
1969 championship.
Like he wasn't expecting that.
The 70s championship, Chris Childs, and Lynn Sanity. Those are the four banners.
Insanity, yeah.
That counts.
I
Lynn
still watch
Sanity gave
the
the
Lynn Sanity
By the
clip.
way-
Lynn Sanity gave the Lakers 37.
JC, that's a good column.
What, the four championships?
No, you should have like 15 Knicks banners like the other teams, but you just have to force your way to 15
What would the
somehow.
Wizards banner be?
The 2013 Knicks are second round.
the
John
most
Wall
recent
jumping on
banner
the
is the
jumping
Knicks
on
not
the
trying to
scoring
trade for
table?
Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler.
scoring
That's a
It
banner.
hurts. There would be a Gilbert Arenas one
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Oh,
How
the
he
locker
goes
room.
game winners.
The locker room.
Pick one.
Like you can't have a banner for the locker room.
Why not? It's like
locker
one
room
of the
gun.
most famous things in
Yes.
franchise history. Maybe
So-
the most famous thing in franchise history.
How said Javaris was going to shoot Gilbert?
I think
All
he
right.
was
Well,
going to
that's,
shoot Gilbert.
that's a tough one right there.
He was
should
gonna-
go back to
he
this.
was- he had gone down his head. I'm shooting.
Racial groups.
It's getting.
You guys like
It's getting very close to actual homicide.
What's your favorite Liam Neeson movie?
Oh, that's oh man, Excalibur.
Darkman.
Darkman is great.
Come on, Kyrie. You got to dunk.
I'm gonna go
dog.
Michael
Too much.
Collins.
Yeah.
Chris,
Michael Collins is very
movie.
good.
Chris, can't say I'm impressed with Philly's defense.
Okay.
Not-
you don't,
it's
you
not
don't have
great.
to. You're supposed to win at
A lot
home
of
on
layups
opening
and
night
dunks.
with your
getting
once
slack,
and
though.
future promise.
We got to
prince.
work harder on defense.
Michael needs
I thought
to guide
Michael had a
Ma
great game, though.
from the guard position.
What's the
JC,
bet-
would
what?
you have a banner for the one Bernard season?
Yeah, I mean they took the Celtics to 7.
Winning Game 5 in the Garden's
Yeah,
a banner.
That's huge. He was unguardable. Yeah, that's
Big
that's
Allen Houston,
historic.
Miami
Allen
shot.
Houston game winner.
Yeah, that's definitely beating Pat Riley in that.
LJ
moment.
4-point play.
4-point play.
Yeah.
That was great.
Let me say one thing. That was I actually blacked out when that happened.
We should make banners and just run this on social.
I
Amir Johnson
remember
up to?
the LG
a lot of
4-point play.
kids.
I actually
That's a lot of-
blacked
oh.
He's
out.
like 12.
Larry had some kids.
Ooh.
Larry had 8 when he was like getting to the Knicks.
Oh wow.
I love that UNLV team.
That's
I loved watching them.
That's the number one website I wish existed. Was
How many kids do you have?
just how many just for everybody.
Right.
I would just I would love to Google that. You want to start that?
Who are your children?
Spin off?
Talk to you later about it.
Yeah.
You can put it anyway. You put in Jason Gallagher.
State Farm.
Sean
State
One
Farm.
kid should come
Shout
up,
out.
but maybe
NBA
more.
Previewpalooza.
Who knows?
Shout out to
Presented
Dwight
by
Howard.
State
State
Farm.
Farm. Here to make life easy.
Oh, State Farm.
Here to help life go right.
All right, Van, I have an important question. Your thoughts on the neckbeard and the decade of the neckbeard and the neckbeard's emergence?
I like it. It's like it reminds me. It's a throwback to my family.
Yeah.
Growing up, it makes me feel comfortable. Makes me feel safe. I see people with neck beards, like my uncles and my dad had the neck beard and stuff like that. I like it. I like it.
But you never personally thought of a neckbeard.
can't do it.
Can't grow the girth.
I can grow it, but like for me, I have too round. of a
Uncomfortable.
face. Yeah, uncomfortable.
So
all that
only a
stuff
certain
like that.
type of face.
I think so.
Seems like you need the Aaron Eckhart jaws,
A little
the
jollier.
ideal.
Yeah.
Then it comes out like Tyson Chandler's
Just
face.
don't invoke Eckhart when you're trying to make a point. It's not fair. Just
did.
Why,
you're
did that throw
Why?
you
Because
off?
he's too
just
cool?
because he's just so great. It's like, yeah, Aaron Eckhart.
like all
It's like
different
saying
stuff.
works.
Oh, you're like cool, like James Dean or
Yeah.
Aaron Eckhart.
What are your thoughts on it? It seems like you have issues with it.
It's an interesting trend. I don't know if I
You just say what
totally
you mean.
understand it.
Right.
Just say you're up 17. The Red Sox won. You're on a win streak. Say what you mean. It makes up for HGH use, right?
No.
You can make up for it. You can cover it.
You're looking at
Necessarily know that.
a whisperer. How did you get in his head like that?
Putting words in my mouth.
Oh my God!
It's just not the trend I would have expected. Like
TMZ
Michael
guys
Jordan
think we're
shaves
wild.
his head.
That's a problem.
Y'all wild, man.
This is wilder than
It's
TMZ.
wild. No.
No.
We watch porn at work.
How much sports does Harvey Levin know on a scale of 1 to 10?
Minus 1,000.
Mine
Nothing. He knows nothing.
knows nothing that's
Yeah,
going on.
I hit a touchdown. Like that's I call him Harvey hit a touchdown.
I just
Harvey hit a touchdown 11. That's what I call him. Like no, he knows nothing.
Look at this.
Not at all.
This that was shading LeBron a little bit. They had the LeBron J.R. Smith
For the sake
graphic
of our
handing
streak,
the crown.
it's
crown over?
87-70 with 8:51 left. If you guys are
I
following
kind of
along,
miss
home.
LeBron right now. Like,
Yeah.
why isn't he playing in
Yeah.
the first game of the season?
He should have.
Schedule was weird.
It should have been Golden State LA tonight.
Yeah.
Why did they do
They thought
that?
they
And
had
not
missed
only
that.
that,
one.
not playing tomorrow either. Like we
Thursday.
gotta wait till
He
Thursday.
gets the whole thing on Thursday. Everybody's gonna be up late on Thursday night watching.
There's
Thursday night
I got
football,
invited to,
and
like,
isn't there a baseball game
7
tonight?
different watch parties. Like people are watching the LeBron everywhere out here. Capitol Records, uninterrupted
Really?
stuff everywhere. Yeah.
We were telling House earlier about how Lakers land is just a different universe. It's
How
just an
so?
alternate basketball reality.
It's the best.
We had like a 10-minute conversation about Kyle Kuzma, and House
Wow.
was like, "I am
Who's
not
that?
following about
Nice.
Kyle Kuzma at all."
Right. I know who he is. I think he's going to be a good role player. Is there anything else I'm supposed to think about him?
Kyle
You become
Kuzma-
so inured to it. Like when you first move here and you turn on the radio and they're just talking about the Lakers every day of the year and they're not even good. It's crazy.
Kyle Kuzma is a poor man's Tatum.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I'll take that eye out for him.
It's not
Very
bad. He's not
poor.
nearly as good defensively.
No, not
They should probably. This is Pete.
Like
They
they
got
changed the
trade
locks
Terry
on his
tonight.
house, kind of poor.
Would Hinkie trade?
not high on
Hinkie would
top
trade
of
Terry.
Not
Hinkie would
compared
trade
to
Terry
Tatum.
immediately.
Hayward
You're biased, man.
tonight.
Kuzma's fine.
I think Jalen. So let's go through
love
Boston
David Brown.
Wings and who's going to be least satisfied with their lot in life this year. Okay.
Jalen won.
Jalen.
Jalen won.
Jalen's a possible problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like a year
He's
away from
good.
a contract extension.
Yes.
Everybody loves Tatum, so he feels like kind of the middle child a little bit.
Right.
I'm monitoring it. I'm concerned.
Okay.
What's Brown's ceiling though? Like how good is he gonna?
I mean, he's ahead of every Paul George checkpoint,
Yeah.
okay.
so maybe higher than, slightly higher than
Slightly
every
higher than
statistical Paul George
George?
checkpoint.
I think he's more like
same
a
age.
He's more like
You
an
think that-
Iguodala.
This is only his third season.
This is also like
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know how
way
to
ahead of
check
Paul
this.
George.
So like he says that, I'm like, sounds
know.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
That
what
sounds
check
crazy
point?
to me.
I don't know. What
I would think that
Look it up on the Bible, Basketball Reference.
I would think that Paul George is a little bit.
Yeah, Paul George is crazy good.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown is very good.
Go look up the stats.
I've been looking at Twitter. Is Fultz benched or something? Like, why isn't he? He's not been out there in a long time.
I think that this is
Oh, here it is. The moment Chris Ryan gets worried
No,
about
I just want to know what's
Fultz.
going on.
This is, I think, what we were told to expect early, where they're going to start Fultz and get him going, and then late in games when you're going to need scoring, they're behind 15. You got to have Redick or some shooters out there, and it's tough to have him paired with Simmons as it is. So especially when you're late and you're trying to come from behind. I don't know. I think it's going to be a squirrely pairing.
Chris is like the Little League coach who's wondering why his son's not in. Why is, I don't
my kid
understand
hits
why he's
line
not
drives.
playing right.
Yeah.
Should be out there. You guys
I mean,
aren't
right
even-
now, this is probably their best scoring lineup. It is their best
get to
scoring
the bottom
lineup.
of this Paul George thing.
Let me look. Let me
You
check
look
the
at
math
Paul
on
It's,
that.
George's
the-
second year
Twitter is-
versus
Twitter is-
Jalen's second year.
the
It's not-
Fultz
Jalen's season was better.
slander on
I
Twitter
need
is
some assists.
very
Robust.
tough. It's
Yeah.
robust. It's
Did you get
visceral.
that?
He's not getting.
Fultz
any
had
luck tonight,
5 points on 2 for 7. He's played 24 minutes tonight.
24 is a lot.
5-4 is quite a bit.
JJ Redick's played 25.
He had a couple of bad possessions.
All right.
He's
Relax.
minus 20 right now.
It's fine. You had the G League.
Zing.
What? No, it's like he can get reps. He can float back and forth.
Juliet brought this up last
Two-way
year. when he was,
contract,
going
you know?
through that shit. Like now that he's back, he's got to either play or not play. You send him down to the G League. All those questions
Let me-
that you
His
I wish there
confidence,
wasn't a
you'll
case.
destroy
I
his
wish it was like
confidence.
a place
Like,
to practice.
you'll
Cannot.
fuck,
Practice.
We talk about Fultz a lot, but this is really like a situation that has never been seen before.
It's unprecedented, yeah.
Yeah, like, and the idea that he could come back and be like a starting level guy is really like, it has never been done. We've never seen a guy lose his confidence like this, totally rework a shot, have it fall apart, then come back and be good.
The problem also is that he was not supposed to be Anthony Bennett. This was not a reach. This was not like,
Right.
what
It was
are the
the safe
Sixers
thing,
doing?
actually.
It was
Yeah.
like the consensus #1 pick.
Right.
He's going to be so good.
Nobody saw it coming.
When did this stuff start happening? Like, what was
changed
the
his shot.
what
Yeah,
was
over the
exact-
summer.
Yeah.
So he had a
Late summer
trainer that
before
he
the
pulled
season.
out of nowhere that is now gone, and he's moved on to a different person.
Well, it started with whatever happened those 2 days with the Celtics when they went from printing his jersey to immediately trading the pick. And I still don't know what happened. And I obviously know a lot of people there, and they won't talk about it.
Guys in Boston, they're really excited about
Boston.
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I can't. Can you imagine like you think that the crush of criticism and media around him is bad now or was bad last season? If they send him to the G League,
No, that's you
the
can't
amount
do
of
it.
shit that he would
You
do.
can't do that.
Think about the content we do, let
You
alone
can't
like
do
in
that.
Philly. It would
They're
be
not going to
fucking
send him to the
crazy.
G League.
Well, what's weird with the
He
Fultz
won't
thing
get sent to
is
the G.
No.
he'd be better off on a bad team just
Right,
taking
working
love.
it out.
Just playing
Right,
It's
work it out.
actually,
Working
this
it
is a
out.
bad team for him to be on because
Tough
they're a
city
contender.
for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
Huge spotlight.
Right.
Well, Philly is notable for being really easy on its players.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh no!
There's just like a
Ryan,
Jalen just did something to Embiid, and now he's talking to him. And
I mean, he flushed
I'm
him.
calling double text for
He
the next minute.
flushed him.
He didn't dunk it though.
That's going to be that
Pretty
piece.
dunky. It was kind of dunky.
Getting chippy.
Look,
This
take a
was
look at it.
pretty dunky.
Oh my god!
Wow.
It looks like
lucky.
Embiid
God.
got some of that.
It's boy, look at that boy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's not. You don't get to talk trash
Everybody
about
wins.
that one. You,
Oh, don't truth this.
That's a great shot.
no, I mean, like, you can
See the flag waving on the
That's a
moon.
great play by Embiid. He got
about
lucky.
that?
It bounced off the
That's as true a tie
backboard.
as you
By
get
the
in
way,
basketball.
that takes a lot of balls to try to dunk
Yeah,
on
we don't
Joel
get to
Embiid.
trash
He's
talk it. That was an
7'10".
accident.
There's just no
On that
downside
too.
to
That
it.
was an accident.
Man, Kyrie's
Trying to get some
sucked
garbage time points.
Yeah, you should be worried.
Yes, he's trying to fix
This
his stat
Kyrie
sheet
will
right
be the
now.
story after
Pass
this
it,
game
pass
in
it.
Boston.
Do you? If I offer you Fultz for Kyrie right now, what do you say?
We're laughing. That's a fucking great trade, by the way, for the Celtics.
He's on the trade Kyrie train, man.
I mean,
The Celtics
you
were
can't be the
better
team that
this
pays
entire
him.
game with Kyrie on the floor.
You can't
Let's-
be the
let's
team
hear it.
that
I'm
pays
hoping
him.
it was just a one-game aberration.
Look at this
Well,
guy.
We have a question.
we need
Look at
more
this guy.
assists than
I-
Ben Simmons.
I've been
Come on,
watching.
House.
I've been
Oh,
watching.
he gonna
Come
get
on,
this.
House.
He about to chase
Yeah,
that.
he gonna get this.
He
You're
gonna get one right
What do you got for a question?
He's already got like.
Question from the one and only Roger Sherman.
Oh,
Your zone.
Masterclass?
About the Celtics, rank the best 3 players on the Celtics. Yeah.
For this game
He's
or in
banking
life?
on all of us disagreeing, so.
I'll go first. Tatum, Baines,
Started out great.
Rozier.
Well, it should be Kyrie, Horford, Tatum, but Kyrie has not been one of the best three tonight.
Or just this season.
Just
Yeah, just
your
in general.
confidence.
Just in general.
My favorite lineup is Smart, Rozier,
Just three.
Jalen,
Just three.
Tatum, Horford.
Just three.
Just
I think that might be their best
entire
lineup.
roster. Here's my favorite five. it's my favorite
12-man
13.
roster.
Bill ditched Kyrie all
Can you
together.
get
He's
Uvalde
out.
in there?
It all
or, like-
started in the early 50s when the Celtics were founded.
You can't really talk about the Celtics without talking
We need
also
the
about
assist.
Gronk.
Right.
The story starts in Fox.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what's up with your fans and this beer stuff, man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Act like you've been there before, huh?
I think every
My
city
dad thought
has
it was-
fans who do that.
My
I
dad
do-
thought it
Is
was
my
racist.
counter.
I do agree with that.
Find the one city that doesn't have
It was
those
deplorable,
people.
but that happens at a lot of places.
There's shitty
That
fans
is
at
the
every
most
game.
classic Boston logic I've ever heard.
It's bad, but that does happen.
Bad. We get the same shit, though. Philly gets the same thing. And then
Yeah.
Philly goes, they're
Philly is
bad
worse.
everywhere.
I don't
I
try to
mean,
make excuses for
Raiders fans basically package and brand that.
Yeah.
That behavior is like, that's us.
They
I will
embrace
say
it.
if the Raiders fans had done that, people were like, look at those crazy Raider fans, and it would have been treated differently.
There's no chance it was a woke moment, and there's somebody who knew about Tyreek's.
It was
past.
Oh,
No.
his deal?
Is it possible? Is that possible?
I doubt it.
I just think it was
Come
drunk
on.
people in the front row.
Well, he was flying, though. He's fast.
94-83 with 5:30 left, by the way.
Come on, Kyrie.
Oh,
God.
be careful.
Rusty to Rusty.
He's rusty. He's going to be fine.
Hayward's
Gordo out
had
of there. He stinks.
Still trying to find it. Bang, bang.
Ooh.
What? I love it. Wow. I love what I'm seeing. I love the energy.
I wouldn't be playing Hayward in the final 5 minutes. He's
Doesn't he
Jalen
need
Brown's
as
just better.
Doesn't he need as much court time as possible, though? This game is pretty
Wait,
well
are you
in.
saying Jalen Brown is better?
I just think he's
now
better at
because
basketball player.
Gordon's coming. Like Gordon Hayward pre-injury.
Oh, that's different.
Okay,
Just
all right, all
Gordon
right.
Hayward right now,
He's
he's going
got
to be
the
playing
beard,
crunch
but
time.
then his cheeks are like
Right
so
here.
baby faced.
He looks like he's lost weight.
like there's
I
no
actually
stubble
think he
at
has,
all.
it looks
little
like he
bit,
has
right?
a new
A little bit. He looks like he's
distribution
slowed
of
down.
weight. His,
Well,
his face looks skinnier,
Yeah.
but his body looks like
that like
Some
he's
of
like
that is the
bulkier.
fact that the
Keto,
hair is
originally?
taller, making it look like, it's like vertical
Right.
stripes.
And probably because when he was hurt, just changed with how he's like working out and everything.
Right.
Does anybody watch The Challenge?
I watched 8 episodes on Sunday and I'm caught up.
Gordon Hayward looks like one of the English guys.
He
on
looks
that
like
show.
he looks like Kyle, the one who's
Kyle.
hard to look at.
Who's like, yeah.
Kyrie!
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, come on, dog.
That'll start falling, though. He's just rusty.
Kyrie's like 2 for 20.
I'm with you, Jason.
Hit it.
I think
hit
he's
it,
going to be
hit
fine.
it,
Yeah, it's
hit
one
it,
game.
Hit it. God
Here's the
damn
thing.
it.
We have so many options. Like, it's not the best option to keep going to the guy who's 2 for 20.
Does Kyrie think the moon is
Give
flat?
it to Tatum.
Every
He lives in
planet
a
is flat.
two-dimensional world.
Kyrie
Just a
sees
bunch
First
of
Man. He's
fucking
like good
plates
sci-fi
outer
movie.
space.
That's what he sees. That's what he sees.
Good job.
All objects
Thanks.
are flat.
Thank you.
That's I don't know. How do you explain
Do you like it?
satellites, pictures
I
of
thought it
Earth?
was fine.
Yeah, thought it was
You're a
good.
First
flat
Man.
earther.
I like
Did you
First
see A
Man.
Star
That
is
was
Born?
I saw it.
Well, he would
I
just
thought it was
say
fantastic.
Yeah. Is that your favorite movie?
The
of the year?
Ringer's favorite movie
Plate
Of
is
this
flat.
year?
of
It's also
maybe ever
round.
since The Ringer started. perhaps.
Collectively, it's probably
really
the movie we're most
Ringer
enthusiastic.
wheelhouse.
That and
Yeah.
Black
Star,
Panther.
you guys, your favorite movie ever is The Star is Born?
Since the history of The Ringer.
No.
Just
The
since,
2-year history of The Ringer.
since June 2016, our favorite
I would counter
movie
and say Lady
collectively
Bird is
A
pretty
Star
high
is
up
Born.
there.
I
but
thought
yeah.
it was fantastic.
I think there's more enthusiasm for A Star is Born.
I think Get Out was probably the favorite Ringer movie.
My favorite
That's a
movie
better
this
movie
year
than
was
Star is Born.
Mandy.
Oh, I didn't see
That's a
Nick
deep cut.
Cage.
Wow.
Didn't see that one.
Mandy freaked me out.
He just
good.
benched Kyrie.
Get out of the game, Kyrie.
Bench Gordo. Get
What's
him
the
out.
point? That's because the Sixers are clawing their way back into
Well,
this
they
thing. And
had
you need your
to.
competitors out
Now
there.
you got to win the game.
Oh, 9 minutes.
Terry's-
Kyrie looks a little out of shape.
He does.
That beard is just a bad look.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
I think he
Love
looks good.
the look.
Been too busy.
Man, if they push this lead with 4 minutes left in the fourth when he's on the bench, it's going to start getting weird already.
My fear is that he grew the beard because he's out of shape.
Ah! That's too much now. You got to pass it up.
Gotta do something.
Yeah, you got to do something now. Hit that or pass it up.
That is. Let me just tell you something.
That's
That's classic
garbage.
Kobe, that you just had.
That's Kobe.
That
That's
is
Kobe.
inefficient
That's
basketball.
Kobe. That was all
That's
Kobe.
Kobe.
In fact, Kobe hit that exact shot to beat the Heat from 3. I think it was like 2011.
You mean Oscar winner Kobe Bryant? I'll take
Oscar
it.
winner. Pure basketball.
Give it to Simmons.
The one-time Oscar
It's
winner?
hero time.
Hero time. Get the shit out of here.
Oh my God!
Get that junk ass out of here.
Tough night for Joel.
There you go.
That's not Kobe.
Joel just got put
Stay
in
off
a
Twitter
dungeon
tonight,
by
Joel.
Al Horford.
Don't go on Twitter tonight, Joel.
He just got
Who
put in
are you
a
rooting
dungeon.
for? Shay?
What's
Who
Joel's
are you rooting
line?
for in this?
I don't
Look
care.
that up.
Think about
What do you
wins.
want to happen?
This
I just want it to be close.
Okay.
So right now I'm rooting for the Sixers.
Yeah.
He did backpedal on the bank shot like it was going in.
Kobe. You feel like
Pass
he
it.
called it? Oh, assist
Pass
is
it
dead.
again.
So
Why
damn it,
Simmons?
it's crunch time now?
Yeah, this is the issue.
So
who's
Twitter
who's
tells us
scoring?
that
Who's
Gucci
scoring
and
in crunch
Jalen
time?
are
Pass
for
it.
the Sixers?
Oh, word.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
horrible.
Jalen's from Atlanta.
Jalen's
From
from
Atlanta, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's his man.
It's crazy that Jalen's not playing crunch time. I don't like this.
Oof,
Rozier.
God.
Scary Terry.
That's an offensive foul on Terry Rozier.
Wow. Benching Kyrie is.
I'm telling you,
he's
bro.
out of shape.
Spicy.
He's out of shape.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
So you think when Kyrie was like,
He's out
I'm
of
going to
shape.
sign
Out of
an
shape.
extension here and it's going to be great, the Celtics were like, oh,
Did
But it's
Danny
like
come out and say, like, I'm
he's
excited
too
about this?
talented a guy to like not. He's gonna be fine.
He'll be
He's
fine.
really
He'll
good.
be
He'll be
fine.
fine.
He's
He's
really
He's
good.
also really competitive.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
really good. And he's injured.
It's
He
totally
came
fine
here-
when
he
you
came
bench your
here
best
so
player
he could
in
be
the
the
first
guy
game of
in
the
these
season.
moments. To have him on the bench,
great.
you gotta stink.
He had a knee surgery.
best guy
He's
in
taking
the
a
league.
quick
Well, he'll be back out there, and also they're winning.
Rozier's
It's
just
not
look
like
much
they're,
better than him.
They're caught like.
He's supposed to be closing this game, man. Ooh.
Oh!
But instead,
Rozier.
my guy's closing it.
Good
Love
night.
this kid.
Good night.
Now, what's Kyrie's reaction to this? That
see
that
it?
Rozier game winner.
I'm telling you,
Game ender.
It's
Is
gonna
Is he
get
up?
weird.
Is he giving him
I
down?
don't see Kyrie.
There he
Oh, there he is.
He gave him a
Listen,
head.
Kyrie knows that he has
All right, I like
to.
the chemistry there.
Kyrie can't start anything right now. He knows that he's smart.
Oh, there's Popeyes, and I'm starving.
Steph,
What do we
any
have for
last
dinner?
second questions?
Take me out to dinner.
Not at the
Why
moment.
have I never
think
eaten
we're
a
gonna
meal with
do,
you?
Let's eat. I mean,
people
Where are we
said
going?
I'm
that-
dying. I don't
Let's
that
know.
go
Shay
somewhere.
seems sad. They're wondering if anything's
But
happened.
I think Shay's realizing that he doesn't have a contender this year, and I think watching real
No, I
basketball.
I woke up at 2:30 this morning. That's what it is.
2:30 this morning? Why?
My flight was at 6. I take a while to get ready.
we are doing a show.
It's not
You
easy to put
can
on
watch
sweat.
Shay's Shay
Tomorrow.
at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow.
Are you gonna be ready for that?
live?
Yeah.
He's
Come with
going to get up at
questions.
2 in the morning to get ready for that.
What else do we have tomorrow?
I think we're gonna do an NBA watch along with Jason and I on Twitch.
There you go.
Yep,
Nice.
we talked about it.
We did. We talked about it right now.
No, we talked about it
Yes, we
yesterday
did talk
and
about it
last
yesterday.
week.
Is Melton gonna be involved?
He might be. You never know.
Should I bring Olivia in and they can
League
have the
of Legends.
plan of the
Okay,
small
let's-
head convention?
Yeah, but I would love to do a head to body ratio measurement.
Not great. Olivia's got to have the smallest head for
I'm-
dog body.
I don't
in
even
the-
feel strong
ever.
about Jalen Brown.
Mine is
I'm
the
just
opposite.
mad.
A gigantic
Who's
head
got a
with
better
big arms.
fade?
playing.
Is it Baines or Hayward has the better fade?
You
Hayward.
put Kyrie back in so he saves face, or you just
No.
Nah,
scrap him?
Nope. Let it
Pass
ride.
it. Pass it. Pass it. Make it.
I can't
Make
believe
it.
Hayward's playing.
God damn it. Sorry.
How long until Bill? How long until
Oh, we
someone?
want two more assists.
Yeah. It's
How long
Archie's
until
miss-
Kyrie is like, well, Hayward's your favorite to Brad Stevens? How long until that comes up?
It's probably tonight.
Uh-oh. Light skin on light skin violence.
What a duel. Tatum and Simmons.
I would love it.
You think they're friends?
No,
No.
I definitely do not.
Def not.
Do you think is Ben Simmons well liked?
I don't think Ben Simmons has any friends.
We had this
I thank
question.
you.
Yeah,
We talked
I don't think he
earlier.
has no
I
friends.
have no friends.
Ben Simmons is
Name
not.
one
always
NBA
on
friend.
LeBron. I seen him playing that
That's
gym
a
in New
different-
York that
that's a
everybody
different
plays.
relationship.
I don't think LeBron even likes him that much.
Is he? I don't know.
I
Is he
don't.
well liked? He seems a little curmudgeon.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, even his Team Australia teammates call him the American.
Really?
That's not good.
That's bad.
Name one time Ben Simmons was hanging out with an NBA player.
That's because he's too busy working on his game.
All business.
Yet cannot hit
Pass
a
it.
16-footer.
How did you feel about LeBron's jump dancing thing during the Drake concert?
I enjoyed it. I thought it showed that he was out
Should
there.
have had a mic.
They should have let him say something. That's my only
He should have
thing.
come out with the mic to do
Right,
that.
like he should have been able to hear him, but I thought he looked like he's having a good time. He's in LA, he's just enjoying himself, man. That song is hot. You like Sicko Mode?
I
I
think
went on Friday night.
Did you?
Yeah. I took my son.
Bill, don't
great.
undersell it.
Did
You went
you?
for Migos too.
I really went more for Migos because it's my son's favorite
Bill,
band.
I don't think people
And
know
then we
this
met
side of
Quavo
you.
actually after.
Quavo showed you love?
Quavo said my son was dripping. It was great. It was great.
That's a banner that Ben Simmons should hang in his bedroom. That's a banner.
That's all the coolness points in our family.
That's a banner, Bill.
Yeah. He was
That's a Simmons
That's a
banner.
He was
banner.
wearing the Air Jordan 13s, and
Okay.
Quavo admired them and said he was dripping.
Dripping.
That's a banner.
Bill, these are the
great.
things that you
Jalen
have to
did
let
not
people know,
celebrate
though.
that.
It was great.
Just
Kyrie didn't stand up either.
And
I'm
he got
really
his
worried
first
about Celtics
secondhand pot
chemistry.
high.
Me too.
I'm sure you
Actually,
did.
yeah,
The
no.
entire arena was
It's a time
filled with
bomb.
pot.
Had to be.
You didn't have a choice.
Right.
Hayward,
it's like they
Hayward
got the
complicates
win,
it
but the
because
whole
the
team
Stevens
lost.
Hayward relationship
Celtics?
is
Yeah,
like
chemistry problems.
Jalen
Yeah,
did not
that's
get to
true.
celebrate that
Rozier is
three.
smart. Tatum looked amazing.
It's but that's bad for you guys.
We're fine.
Ugh.
Oh, that's his family?
Yeah, so his parents and his wife.
how you feel about
Yeah, third girl. You know who's not happy about having a third girl? Gordon Hayward. They did a gender reveal video.
He looked
and he was
looked-
like deflated.
he looked the opposite of
One of
enthused.
the top 10 videos of the year.
Yeah.
He's like he kicked the
He
balloon.
walked
Daddy,
away.
are you happy? Daddy's always happy. He just definitely hated
Can
it.
I defend
love
this
that
for a
video.
second?
One of the top 10
As
videos of
somebody
the year.
who's had two kids, if you have two of the same and then you're talking to other people who have kids and they're like, oh, it's great to have one of each, they're so different, and that gets in your head like, oh, it'd be a totally different dad experience to go a different way, to run it back a third time. I can see it. I'm not
That's-
defending
what happened
it.
with- that's what
I
happened
can
with me.
see it.
That's what happened with Kobe.
That's what happened
Because
with
it
me.
happened opposite
Why
with you,
did
right?
Kobe have
We
the
had
last kid? Because they're looking for that boy.
I think they're going again.
The air to
We had the
throat.
two boys.
You wanted to have a girl, right?
I wanted a girl. We were all excited. I felt it. We were at the doctor, and it was like this very scary Russian doctor. And she just looked up. She was doing a sonogram, and she said, "It has penis."
Eat house,
And that was it.
eat house penis.
That's penis.
It was very sad.
It's a completely different parent experience.
yeah.
So it's like,
I was
I get
really
it.
into
I
the
don't think
idea.
he was like anti-daughter.
He looked.
it's
he
just
could-
funny. Even
It
it
was
just
funny.
was. It was funny.
It was a funny video.
He didn't sell it.
Ooh.
Chris, not a first,
Ooh,
not a good first
boy,
effort.
damn.
No.
I'm
Simmons
okay.
still in the game?
Yeah?
Are they? He has it's just kind of like
Why are you shooting? You need
That's
like a Michael
need
Olo
assists.
candy.
Kevin
night.
O'Connor
You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna
notching
get
one
it.
in his
You're not gonna
notebook
get
right there.
It wasn't his fault.
Oh!
Dario Saric missed 4 open
Terry
jumpers.
thinks he's
Crunch time scoring. Scoring in the half court is just going to be an issue for the Sixers, and that's why the Fultz thing is just
Should I start
really.
saying some stuff?
I think
It's
we should do the
Little wrap up?
everyone's biggest takeaway from this game or Palooza as a whole.
I
And we're
think
gonna wrap up.
Let's
think
do the
that
game first.
Tonight, what I learned is that the Celtics are a ticking time bomb of bad chemistry.
We didn't get the triple-double.
Nope.
Julia, what'd you learn?
I'm definitely worried about Jalen Brown. He didn't stand for Gordo's first three. It's
Yeah.
tough.
It's true.
He's too busy looking for his next David
He's
Foster Wallace
already
book.
sulking. He's sulking.
Gons?
I'm not letting you rain on my parade. I'm
don't-
up 18.
For me, it's like, just do the simple thing. Play JJ, stagger Fultz. Shouldn't be that hard. Like, I know that they're trying to build this confidence, but their best lineup is when they're not playing Fultz and Simmons together.
Man.
You think you're better than
I'm
me?
out.
What's your takeaway, Van?
Tatum's the best player for Boston, and it's going to be an issue moving forward, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's clearly the most efficient, best option
Look,
they have.
the body language is
I think it's
awful
going to be
up
I
here.
think it's going to be an issue moving forward,
These
man.
guys.
Bad body language.
I would say I already expected that from Tatum.
Look
the bigger
at
thing for
Kyrie
me was how
storming
good
off.
Rozier and Smart look together.
Rozier looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Rozier and Smart together looked like just a beast.
Well, that was all those guys just went to war, and they're
Yeah.
right back in it. It's like they didn't miss a beat. I think the Celtics, my takeaway is the Celtics are going to go 82-0. I can't figure out who is going to stop them. They have 15 players. They're 15 deep. I think we saw every one of them.
Yeah.
Their two worst players are Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. I just think, it's an unstoppable juggernaut. Why are we looking at this man's hair? He stinks.
I just despise that he gets all this attention.
This is bad for Jalen Brown. Shay, what was your takeaway?
they're going after Embiid. I think everybody's a little fed up with his whole super fun shtick.
Yeah.
They were going after him here.
Yeah, that one Jalen dunk was reckless, and he just really wanted to dunk on it.
He was hunting. He was big game hunting.
JC, what was your takeaway?
JC?
I agree with the Celtics slander, but I think, it's going to be an issue all season. Who's going to score in the half court and in crunch time for the Sixers?
Well, thank God we have the best coach in the league. We'll just figure it out.
This has been The Ringer's NBA Previewpalooza. We gave you hours and hours of content. You probably missed some of it. YouTube.com/The Ringer to find anything from today. We were presented today.
And our new Twitter feed, @RingerNBA.
And @RingerNBA.
All that stuff's on there. Go check it out.
Today we were presented by State Farm. Here to help life go right. Also, if you see anything like a Ringer t-shirt that you liked today, go to theringer.com/shop to cop the fits. Anything else? Any parting shots?
Yeah, last shot. Thanks to all the Ringer team, and thanks to Van for coming. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to everybody behind the glass who worked so hard to make this happen today. You the real MVPs.